The following presentation is by Sam Smith Productions in association with Black and Gold Productions.
Welcome to the live stream. Welcome into the live stream, folks. Welcome to the live commentary. Welcome to the live stream tonight. Carlo, score! The newborn dad! Marshawn across, Coyle scores! Charlie Coyle! It's a power play goal. Here's Zaka. Shot. Score! It's Pavel Zaka! Shattenkirk. Lowry. Score! Mason Lowry! Bruins lead 5-4. He scores! The Bruins win! David Pastrnak! The Bruins win Game 7 in overtime!
And now, Sam Smith Productions presents another live commentary of the Boston Bruins on YouTube.
With the trade deadline looming just over a week away, we welcome you into the live stream, everybody. Glad to have you with me here tonight, here on this Thursday, and live from TD Garden in Boston. The Bruins finish up a homestand against the New York Islanders. Oh man. We have some changes. Let's get to your starting lineups and we'll talk about some of those changes. For the Islanders on the left, it's Bo Horvat, Anders Lee, and Anthony Duclair, Brock Nelson, Simon Holmstrom, and Kyle Palmieri. Jean-Gabriel Pageau, Casey Cizikas, and Maxim Cyplikov. Kyle McLean, Hudson Fasching, and Gatcomb. Romanov and D'Angelo defensively, Pelican, Dobson, Boquist, and Pulak, with Ilya Sorokin in net for the Islanders. For the Bruins, on the right, it's Pavel Zacha, Morgan Geekie, David Pastrnak, Elias Lindholm, Brad Marchand, Charlie Coyle. Trent Frederic's out week to week with a lower body injury, so it's Matt Poitras, Riley Tufte, oh my god, and Justin Brazeau. Cole Koepke, Johnny Beecher, Mark Kastelik. On defense, it's Nikita Zadorov and Brandon Carlo, Mason Lowry and Andrew Peak, Michael Callahan and Parker Wotherspoon, with Jeremy Swayman in net. Oh boy. That's practically an AHL team. Oh boy. The trade deadline is looming, just over a week away. I'm hearing a lot of noise right now on Trent Frederic and Justin Brazeau and Charlie Coyle. I'm hearing a lot of noise on Coyle's name. Now, will he be moved at the deadline next Friday? I don't know. Okay, I don't know. But I'm hearing his name start to pick up a little bit more. Who would want him? Maybe a team that needs somebody down the stretch. I don't know. I'm hearing some things. I'm I'm hearing at least half the league is called on Frederick. I'm hearing Brazo might be an option for a few different teams. I've heard Carlo's name mentioned a few times. I have not heard Morgan Geeky's name as much. So, yeah. I'm even hearing stuff right now. You won't believe who I'm about to say. Matt Patra. They won't, but teams have called. Also, Beecher could be a dark horse for the deadline as well. So, who knows what they're going to do next Friday? Who knows? Next Friday, we'll be live at 12 p.m. over on the Black and Gold Productions YouTube channel. We're going to be live all afternoon discussing the NHL trade deadline with Mark Allred, David Collins, and more next Friday. We'll be live all afternoon during the NHL trade deadline. I don't think Trent Frederick being hurt hurts his value as much as you think it does. I don't think it hurts his value as much as you think it does. It's not like he was producing a lot anyway this season. I don't think it hurts it. I really don't. He wasn't a walking boot, though. So, we have a lot of scouts at the Garden tonight watching this game. Florida, Vancouver, Detroit, Minnesota, Colorado, Buffalo, Philadelphia, Columbus, Winnipeg, New Jersey, San Jose, Chicago, Vegas, Ottawa, St. Louis, Montreal, Dallas, Utah. Holy moly. Holy moly. Wow. It's our NHL organization here. There's a lot of scouts there. A lot of scouts doing their due diligence before the trade deadline. What's going on to every single person watching? Glad, hopefully, you're doing all right. What's up, Will? What's up, Connor? What's up, Kristen? James? What is the crime? What's going on, crime? 10 shots. How are you? Primer, what's going on? Brandon, what's up, man? Eagles, what's going on? Will the crew come tonight? I know Grant's going to come by for at least half the game, he said. We'll see. What's up, Brian? The Bruins are rolling out Marchand, Lindholm, Coyle with Zadorov, Carlo as their starters. Lee, Horvat, Duclair with Pelech and Dobson for the Islanders. They're going to do the national anthem here in a moment. The colors are being presented. Todd Angeli is going to walk out and sing the national anthem here right now. Doing good, Sam. Won the silver medal in my basketball game on Saturday. Oh, good! Congratulations. Well, you got second place, so congratulations anyway. Mikko Rantanen is expected to let the Hurricanes know in the next few days where things stand on contract talks. Mike LaBelle. What's going on, Mike? I know it's something you don't want to hear, but I miss DeBrusk at this point. I miss his speed. I don't miss his inconsistency on the score sheet. I miss his speed, something the Bruins don't have a lot of. I will say that. I will say that. I will say that. I do miss his speed. there's one thing I would have said, as I would have tried to keep DeBrusque, and I would have keep DeBrusque for his speed and stick him on the second line with Marchand and Lindholm, and then move Coyle if you can. Imagine how much better of a hockey team you'd be. Excuse me. Here we go. We are underway. What's up, Josiah? Bruins have it. Lindholm shoots. Saved by Sorokin. Duclair. Marchand takes it away, trying to whip it in front of Coyle. Couldn't. Trying to find Coyle. Lindholm bumped off the puck there by Tony DeAngelo. Brought in on a one-year deal. Here's Coyle. Lindholm jamming. Save Sorokin. Second line off to a decent start offensively, getting a couple of chances early on. Bruins are offside. Well, a quick shot on goal. Well, Knight, you should have been here the other night. The Pastrnak scored within the first 30 seconds of the game, so. If you're wondering on how I'm controlling all the stream graphics here tonight, go to app.overlays.uno right now and go screw around with some of the new score bugs, tickers on the bottom, and more. Go to app.overlays.uno now. Zacha against Nelson, far side faceoff dot. Zacha wins it. Peak. Bank pass for Pastrnak. Trying to throw it on net, goes wide over the net. He's 1 point shy of 800 in his career, which is wild, by the way. Morgan Geekie working against Dobson. Geekie trying to throw it into Zacha. Dobson takes it away. Here is Palmieri. Just onside. Bruins were screaming that it was offside. It looked it. Palmieri's shot is gloved down by Swayman. What's up, Jorge? How are you? So tomorrow, Parker McLean and I are going to be working together on who we think are going to be on the big trade deadline board coming up on Saturday, on next Friday. So tomorrow we'll be putting that together. Beecher against Pajot in the far side face-off dot in the Bruins end. So let me know. Who do you think's going to get traded? I want to hear your thoughts. Not even just across the league. Not even just the Bruins. Across the league. Beecher wins the draw. Wotherspoon will try to move it ahead. Koepke knocks into Cizikas. He'll chip it to center. Adam Bolquist, brought in on waivers from the Panthers, dumps in around the net. Wotherspoon for Koepke, trying to get it to Kastelik. Kept in. Cyplikov, knocked down by Callahan. Nice check. Beecher. Koepke flips in. Pulak gloves it down. Moves it ahead for Cyplikov. Beecher on the back check. Islanders have it. Carlo guides it into the corner. Now here is Wotherspoon. McLean takes it from him. Here it's Hudson Fashing behind the net. He's got it. Plays it to Cyplikov. Just out of his reach. He's got it in the near side corner. Wotherspoon trying to tie him up for the Bruins. Cyplikov out to the line. Dobson barely keeps it in. Shot blocked. McLean. Carlo for Koepke, trying to get it to Brazo. Bruins can't get it out. Kept in by Fashing. Wotherspoon going to tie him up along the wall. Centering pass. Swayman with a great save on McLean. Puck still free. Bruins get it away. It's Koepke. Bruins got to get this out. And now Wotherspoon crosses the red line, dumps in around the net. Sorokin for Pelech. Up ahead, now it's dumped in by Hudson Fashing. Lorai, Patra, Brazo deflects it ahead. He's on the third line. Patra, Brazo, and Riley Tufte are the third line tonight. Wahlstrom was placed on waivers earlier this afternoon, so he will not be with the organization anymore. Or he could be sent down to the AHL. We'll see what they decide to do. Horvat in front, broken up. D'Angelo for Anders Lee. Lorai deflects the pass to Horvat. Horvat gets it back to the line. Boquist for D'Angelo on the left point. Tony D'Angelo for Adam Boquist. Fakes a shot. Horvat out top. Shot over the net. And that deflects out of play. .256 into the first period. We are still scoreless in Beantown. This is the final meeting between these two teams this season. The Bruins will not see the Islanders the rest of the way. Elias Lindholm will take the draw against Brock Nelson. Far side in the offensive zone for the Islanders to the left of Swayman. Lindholm wins it. Zadorov will try to move this ahead and gets it to Marchand. Chips it to Carlo. Puck deflected off an Islanders stick. Whoa! Icing. That was not icing. That went off of Boquist's stick. All right, icing against the Bruins here. 3:04 into the first. Lindholm against Nelson again. Nelson wins the draw. Dobson. One-timer by Pelech goes wide. Rebound. Holmstrom misses wide. Pelech keeps it in. At least he attempted to. Couldn't. Marchand forces it out. Sharks lead the Habs 1-0 in Montreal. Zadorov's got it over to Peak. Deflected. Bruins are offside. They have to tag up. Here is Pelech. Noah Dobson returning to the lineup. He's missed a lot of time for the Islanders. Anthony Duclair guides it in. Here's Peak. Got to wonder what the Islanders are going to be doing at the deadline. Are they going to sell? We'll find out. If they don't, I'd be surprised. Zaka gets it in the zone. Romanoff over to Dobson. Duclair knocked into by Zaka. Good takeaway. Pasternak for Geeky. Geeky shoots. Blocked. Rebound in front. Horvat gets it away. Here is Anders Lee. Duclair knocked into by Peak. Lee plays it around the net past Lorai. Puck comes right to Riley Tufte, who's got Pasternak to his right. Tufte flips in. Sorokin plays it around the net. Pasternak knocks it down. Horvat will try to move this along. He'll get it to Cyplikov. He'll get it in the zone for the moment. Callahan just reaches out, gets it to Wotherspoon, gets it past Cyplikov. Moved it ahead. Brazo can't play it. Cizikas takes it away. Pajot in front for Cyplikov, broken up. Patra will move this ahead. Here's Tufte, has Brazo 2-on-1. Brazo waits, he fans on the pass, and it goes wide. Tufte trying to get it to Patra. Patra to the line, and Zadorov couldn't keep it in. That's Callahan, excuse me. Couldn't keep it in. Pajot, nice hit by Carlo on Pajot. Callahan for Koepke. Brazo at the end of a shift. Cook turns over the puck. Shot there by Gotcombe, misses the net. Callahan, Patra taken down, trying to wave it to Koepke to get it out. He does. Zadorov for Beecher. Pelech knocked into by Koepke. Here come the Islanders. Zadorov beats McLean to win that puck battle for the moment. Bruins are a little whatever right now. Zadorov, quick re-entry. Plays it in front for Castle. It couldn't get a piece. They got to be better with possession. They just need to be a little bit better with possession of the puck. There's Castle. There's a good job taking the puck away and getting it back in. Romanoff for D'Angelo. Top defensive pairing for the Islanders tonight. Alex Romanoff and Tony D'Angelo. Here is Holmstrom. Nice diving effort by Coyle getting down and getting it away. Holmstrom gets the puck back. Lorai the intercept. Good cut. Coyle takes it to Lindholm. Here comes Lindholm. Marchand on the near side. Marchand waiting for some help. Has Coyle in the far side. Coyle around the net now. Good possession here from Coyle. Spinning. Peek at the center point. Peek shot. Save. Rebound in front. Coyle will try to play this. He'll keep it in. Nice job. Lindholm turns and shoots. Saves Sorokin. And he has the rebound. While the second line's buzzing early on, they've got 3 of the first 4 shots. It's the Lindholm, Marchand, Coyle line early on. Not terrible. Just need to be a little better in certain details. You know? It's not bad, though. As we go to commercial break. How's the weather in Mass? It's nice. It's gonna be nice for the rest of the weekend until Sunday. It's gonna be cold Sunday, but. Do the Bruins still provide a radio broadcast up there in New England? Yeah, it's on 98.5. It's Ryan Johnston and Bob Beers on 98.5. Oilers and Panthers in Sunrise tonight. We had a fight. Corey Perry and AJ Greer. And they are spinning around. You spin me right round, baby. Right round. I can't show you the fight, but I'm looking right at it. Looks pretty good. Greer, a couple of good rights on Perry. That's it. That's it. Perry and Greer. Yep. Where do the Panthers play again? They're playing the Oilers tonight. Stanley Cup final rematch. It's not even on ESPN, which is shocking. Reason I ask is I think you're ready for NHL level radio. Oh, thanks, man. I'm putting together a broadcast reel, by the way, right now of all my Dean stuff, so I appreciate it. Lindholm against Horvat. Lindholm waved out of the draw. Face off on the near side and the Islanders' end. Coyle against Horvat. Face off still won by the Islanders. It comes out. Zadorov will try to move this ahead. Puck comes to Marchand. Marchand enters the Islanders' end. Centering pass for Coyle broken up. Shots 5-1 Bruins here early on. And now here's Anders Lee. He's got it on the near side of the Islanders' offensive zone. Trying to center it in front. Nobody there. Coyle gets beat. Duclair for Horvat. To the line. Dobson shoots. It's blocked in front. Marchand for Lindholm. He's got it in the neutral zone. He enters the zone. Decided to not dump it in. Lindholm possessing against Dobson. Whips it around the net. Kept in by Lowry at the left point. Peek on the right point. Takes a shot knocked down. Lindholm gets the rebound on the near side circle. Lindholm's shot blocked. He's had a couple of good shot attempts tonight. Lowry. A drive, and it goes wide on the net on a drive there from... Was that Geeky? It was. Islanders move this ahead. This will go all the way back down. We have an icing here against the Islanders. 7:19 into the first. So Montreal has tied it against San Jose. Hurricanes lead Buffalo 1-0. Goal for Jordan Stahl in that one. Face-off won by the Islanders. Zacha looked like he originally won the draw, but the Islanders gave him support. What a curl and drag. Pasternak shot wide. What a move by Pasternak. Took it right off the Islanders defender's stick. Peek jumps in. Geeky trying to throw it on the net. Could not. Zacha lost the puck there. Romanoff takes it away. Here's Palmieri. Islanders have numbers in transition. Palmieri onside. Nelson misses wide of the net. Try to go short side. Could not. Here come the Bruins. They have a 2-on-1. Pasternak with Geeky. Pasternak shoots, saved by Sorokin. Looking for 800 in his career. Pasternak looking, trying to center it. Just got broken up by D'Angelo. And now here is Romanov. Bruins with a good, another quality grade A chance for in front. Puck comes to Swayman. He'll make the save in front. Here the Marchand for Marner news. What? No. 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 Why would the Leafs do that? I don't know where you get your rumors from, but no. I'm going to shut that down real quick. Absolutely not. We'll be here on Felger and Mavs, May, Toucher, and Hardy. I don't really listen to a lot of the Sports Hub anymore. I know Rich Keefe. I know, not Rich Keefe. Toucher and Rich, Rich left, right? So, heard on Facebook. Yeah, no. Face-off won by the Islanders. Shot by Polak, misses the net. Wotherspoon takes it, trying to move it ahead on his knees. Gets it to Kastelik, trying to get it to Beecher. Islanders keep it in. It's Adam Boqvist. Wotherspoon breaks up the shot attempt. Johnny Beecher trying to turn on the gate. Trying to turn on the Jets. Beecher on a break. He's tripped. Penalty coming. That's going to be a penalty shot. No! Man, the refs do not like penalty shots. That's a blatant one. He got tripped on the path towards the net. That's got to be a penalty shot. Every time. But the Bruins are going to be getting a power play out of this. It's going to be a trip on the back check. It was Boqvist who took out Beecher. That's got to be a... That's... got to be a penalty shot. But the Bruins go to the power play for the first time. It was 2 for 6 on Tuesday in the loss against the Islanders. Against the Leafs, sorry. Bruins already had some good shots on even strength. See if they can get one on a breakaway here on the 5-on-4 advantage. Referees aren't calling penalty shots. And why? That's a blatant one. I mean, it's Beecher, so thank God they didn't. But Bruins win the draw. Lowry, Pasternak, Marchand. Pasternak fans on the one-timer. Marchand save. What a try by Marchand on the rebound, and Sorokin got the kick save on it. Man. Lowry will carry this ahead. Marchand's got it. Trying to chip it back to Lowry. He gets it to him. Pasternak at the right point. Waiting. Lowry. Marchand far circle. Waiting. Lowry. Marchand again. Shoots. Knocked down in traffic. Save. Puck still free, and the Islanders get it away. Lowry keeps it in just inside the line. Marchand trying to work it to Lindholm. Can't. Pasternak trying to interrupt things. Holmstrom clears. Gets it out to center. Lowry for Marchand. Quick re-entry for the Bees. Lindholm's got it. Marchand on the near side. Lowry fakes the one-timer. Marchand's got it in the near circle. Lowry fakes. Marchand again. They're playing catch. Pasternak rotates to the near side. Now has it around the net. Good possession here. Throws it in front. Save. Marchand saves Sorokin. Rebound and chance. Lindholm's denied. The Islanders will try to get this away. They get it to center. Lowry interrupting Romanov's opportunity. The Bruins get it back. Quick re-entry again. Pasternak trying to find Marchand. It's intercepted there by Pelech. And the Islanders will get this all the way down. Swayman plays this. He chips it to Lowry. 10 seconds to go on the power play. So 11-1 shots in favor of the Bruins here. Final seconds of the power play. Zacha back to even strength now. Coyle lost it to Pajot. They turn it over. Brazo takes it away. He'll play it in around the net. Coyle can't keep it inside the line. Wotherspoon gets it back in. The shots are 11-1 Bruins right now. They need to strike here. They absolutely need to strike with the advantages they have in a lot of different departments. Swayman for Wotherspoon, standing on the puck. Kastelik. Coyle doesn't know where it is. Witherspoon will get this back to Kastelik. Bruins will try to move it up in transition. Kastelik the dump-in was broken up by Dobson. Beecher going to chop at it. Kastelik off Kepke's skate. Carlo near side. Shot safe Sorokin. And the Islanders will get this back out. Shots are 12-1 Bruins. Callahan. Carlo. Callahan's got it. Across for Beecher on the near side. Dumped in. Kepke can't play it. Out of 18 shot attempts, 11 have hit the net. Romanoff ahead for Duclair. Callahan going to try to beat him in a race for the puck. Lee, puck comes all the way out. The Islanders are in the middle of a change. So are the Bruins. Adam Boquist, quick re-entry. He'll dump it around the net. Duclair's got it on the far side. Callahan takes it from Anders Lee in the corner. Coyle will carry it into the neutral zone. He's got a 3-on-2 if he pushes. Lindholm on the near side. Lindholm takes a shot. It goes wide of the net. Shot from Lohrei, saved by Sorokin. Shots are 14-1 Bruins. They just can't score. Man, they are getting goalied early on. Watching Elimination Chamber? Yep. Right after the Bruins game. I'm gonna watch Chamber. I think I'm gonna order pizza. What time the Bruins game Saturday? 3 o'clock. And then the Bruins play Sunday at 3:30. Ordering pizza, watching Elimination Chamber with the crew. Grant won't be here, unfortunately. He's going home for the weekend. Sister's birthday, and then his birthday's on Thursday. Oh! Zaka waved out of the draw against Pajot. Geeky will take the draw. Bruins win it. Pasternak for Geeky. Throws it on net, blocked. Islanders get this out. Lohrei keeping the puck on the Islanders' half of the ice. Dumps it back in. Pelech for Cizikas. Shots 13-1 Boston. Oh, man. Puck deflects up into the Islanders' bench. Up and out of play. The Sharks leading the Canadiens 2-1. Man. The pizza right around the corner from my... Oh, nice, dude. You like this thing? I have the scores and I have top news around the league, too, by the way. Casey Cizikas playing his 873rd career game, 6th most in Islanders history, by the way. Crazy. Cizikas knocks into Brazo. Lohrei plays it around. Tufte takes a bump. Boquist for Pelech. Islanders ice the puck. Man, Patra. Why are you putting him in such an unsuccessful spot to succeed? You're putting him with a pylon and Tufte and an ice-cold Brazo. I don't get it. Yet Charlie Coyle's still in the top 6. How's everybody day been so far? Yeah, pretty good. Bruins win the draw. Carlo for Marchand. Chips it in around the net. Cizikas for Pajot. Pellick's got it. Plays it around the near side. Islanders get this out, but the Bruins will maintain possession in their own zone. Zadorov for Marchand. Couldn't play the pass. It's Brock Nelson. He's poke checked by Carlo. Lindholm, who's had a decent night so far. He was like a couple of shots on goal on his own right. Nelson, who's in net for the Bruins? I know, you haven't heard his name too much. It's Swayman. Here is Carlo. Ahead for Lindholm. Coyle's got it in the neutral zone. Reaches the red line, dumps it around the net. Puck comes to Marchand. Oh, he undresses D'Angelo. Takes it away. Zadorov, a shot blocked by Holmstrom. He scored his first goal as a Bruin against these Islanders back in November on Long Island as an empty net goal. Wotherspoon for Beecher. Has Coyle in front, couldn't play it. Callahan out top. Koepke. Kaslik will come on for Coyle. Koepke spins off D'Angelo. Kaslik coming right on. Can't center it to him. Koepke still tied up by D'Angelo. Getting wrapped up. Nelson takes it. Tony D'Angelo off Koepke. Oh my god, it's 3-0 Carolina. Bruins keep it in. Koepke shoots. Saves Sorokin. We have a penalty on the Islanders. The Bruins' onslaught on shots on net are still coming. Another power play for the Bruins coming up here. It's going to be on Romanov for interference. Oh my god, this team, they are just putting on the pressure. They just can't score. As Beecher draws a penalty. Shots are 15-1 Boston. Why can't we play like this for Tuesday against the Leafs? Because there's a difference between the Maple Leafs and the Islanders. Let's be fair. The Hurricanes are wearing their Whalers jerseys tonight. They're playing the Sabres. It's the Sabres against the Whalers. What is this, 1986? Hey! It's my friend Adam Pellerin. What's going on, Adam? Hope you're doing all right if you're watching out there. I guarantee you're not. You're at the Garden Live. Who's doing pregame with Billy Jaffe and Barry Peterson. Bruins on the power play for the second time. They are out shooting the Islanders 15-1. They just can't score. Sorokin's got it on lock. Romanov took down Beecher and drawing the penalty. Bruins unsuccessful the first time around the power play, although they had a ton of shots. They had 5 shots their first time around with the man advantage. Lindholm against Horvat. Bruins win the draw. Lowry controlling at the point. Pasternak Lowry with a bad pass to Pasternak. Big tie-up. Lindholm trying to play this around. It's underneath Marchand. Pollock will try to clear it out. Pajot clears. Bad pass by Lowry. He's got to be better with the puck in that situation. Bruins try to enter the zone. They can't. And the Islanders clear. Lowry for Geekie. Marchand deflects it in the zone. Geekie against Dobson. Geekie takes it away from Dobson. Lindholm to the line. Lowry left point. Lowry waiting. Geeky fakes the one-timer. Low-rise center point. Has Pasternak on his near wing. Finds him. Shoots. Saved by Sorokin. Lindholm has the rebound. Possessing around the net here. Lindholm for Geeky. Low-rise, Geeky. Under a minute to go on the power play. Low-rise got it. Pasternak. Walks in. Save, rebound. Puck goes wide. Pasternak. Trying to play it to Marchand. Puck comes to Nelson. Nice play to Holmstrom. Short-handed bid for the Islanders, who have scored a man down in this building this season. Shot by Holmstrom, saved by Swayman. Pasternak trying to grab it. He's in trouble. Gets it free, plays it over to Lowry. Bruins only have one shot so far. Coyle for Matt Poitras on side. Poitras waiting. Wotherspoon, center point, controlling the second unit. Zacha over to Poitras. Plays it off the boards. Coyle. Pressured by Polak. Poitras. Wotherspoon. Final seconds of the power play. Poitras shot blocked. Islanders will move this ahead. They're going to have a man out of the box coming here. Romanov scores, of course! 1-0 Islanders. 16 shots. And the Islanders score on their second. Man. Thanks, Swayman. The Bruins have done so much offensively, you can't make a save in your own end? Thanks, man. I'm blaming him 100%. How are you losing? How are you losing right now? How? Only the Bruins would lose a game like this. Beecher. Koepke bumped into by Anders Lee. Beecher. To the line. Carlo fans on a shot. 2-on-1, but Zadorov cuts it off. Koepke dumps in. They just can't score. Oh my God, this team, man. It should be 4-0 Bruins right now. The quality of chances they've had, man. Swayman just can't stop a beach ball right now. Peak. Should have started Korpisalo tonight. Polak gets it away from Tufte. Bolquist. Gets it out. Callahan. Brazo trying to get it to Poitras. Pop back up. Brazo's got it in his own zone. Shot 16-4. Brazo has not been playing the puck well. You're gonna get traded, dude. Zacha guides it in. Pasternak first on it. He is knocked down by Romanov. Zacha there to help him out. Islanders get the puck. It's Nelson for Palmieri. Onside. Wrapped up by Geeky. Nelson in front. Nobody there. Dobson's drive. Blocked by Geeky. And it goes out of play. Swayman's goals against average. 1 goal on 5 shots. That is, it is now up to like 3.5 now. Yep. Nice job. Or like 3.1. Which is, by the way, I believe it's a bottom 10 GAA in the NHL. Pajot wins it against Beecher. Dobson. Tied up Callahan. Beecher will try to get this to Koepke. Dobson taken down by Koepke. Cyplikov keeps it into the line. Shot blocked by Wotherspoon. Dobson for Romanov. Pajot. Dobson shoots wide. Minute and a half to go, first period. In a game the Bruins should not be losing, they are. Because it's the Boston Bruins. And they forgot how to win a hockey game. They have not won a hockey game in the month of February. At least I don't believe they have. Coyle with Marchand. Coyle saved by Sorokin. No finish. Trade his ass now. Now! They only won 1 game in the month of February. Horvat shot, kick, save. Marchand, final minute of the first. Marchand has Lindholm breaking. Marchand for Lindholm, broken up. Final minute of the first. In a game they should not be losing, they are losing. They are on a 6-game losing streak. No, I'm sorry, they've won 2. I'm sorry, they're on a 4-game losing streak. About to be on 5 because they aren't winning tonight. I know that for sure. Zadorov turns it over, gave it right to Brock Nelson. Centering pass. Hey, Swayman made a save. That's a first. Do you think Marchand will get traded? No. Trading him is the wrong move. I don't care what anyone says. I do not give a shit what anybody says. Trading him is will bite the Bruins in the ass. Yeah, you thought this team was bad with Marchand? Ooh, I got news for you. Puck comes in front. The Bruins get it away. Zadorov for Geeky. Just whips it past everybody. There's nobody there, Geeky. Bruins get it back. It's Geeky. Has Pasternak to his right. Chips it over to him. Centering pass. Zacha puts it wide. No finish from him either. Yet Zacha, Coyle, and Brazo are the second power play unit. Oh, great. And the crowd is booing. Justifiably so. And I'm looking right at you, Swayman. All your fault. I am looking right at the goaltender. Putting in the stats in the thing now. Who wins the men's chamber? I got Cena. All that for nothing. Take a look at these categories. 16 to shit. 16 to shit. The shits, pretty much. 16 to 6 shots on goal. Bruins won 10 of 16 faceoffs in that first period. Got 2 power plays. 11 hits to 6. 8 block shots aside. Islanders had more giveaways. You're still losing. Yep. So, you know, Potter has 1 goal in 28 games. He's expendable. I have a feeling they're going to trade him. They shouldn't. I have a feeling they're going to trade him. And by the way, the reason why Potter's only got 1 goal is because he's been put with pylons as line mates. Tufte and Brazo? Really? Not fully blaming him for that. Plus, he was in the minors for forever because the Bruins had no idea what to do. They made a stupid decision. Line mates issue. Yeah, not his fault. Do you think Frederick will still get traded? Absolutely. I'm not even questioning it. Patro's great, Merkulov. Yep. With Wahlstrom on waivers, does Merkulov get the call or Farinacci? Haven't really thought about Farinacci. I don't think so. He might get an end-of-year call-up. I think Merkulov will be the one to get called up. And because they have to decide, right? The Bruins are traveling to Pittsburgh and Minnesota this weekend. Providence is home, taking on Hartford, and they're going to be taking on somebody on Saturday. So we need to call up Brown again. I know he will, because he doesn't know. He's outscoring your mistakes. Is Justin Brazo outscoring your mistakes? Is Trent Frederick outscoring his mistakes? Was Oliver Wahlstrom outscoring his mistakes? You want to know who I think is 100% safe? You want to know who I honestly think who is 100% safe for the Bruins? David Pastrnak, Mason Lohrei, Charlie McAvoy, Hampus Lindholm, because they're hurt for the season, pretty much. Brad Marchand, I don't think he's getting moved. Matt Poitras, I don't think they will. I don't think they're going to trade him. That's about it. That's about it. Oh, and Swayman. Morgan Geekie. He's not. He should be, but he's not. By the way, that was the most shots the Bruins have had in a single period this season at 16. So, this Bruins team's been rebuilding since 2012. No. No, they have not been rebuilding since 2012. If you think that, with all due respect, you're an idiot. No. You're not in a rebuild when you're making the playoffs every year but 2. No. 3 this year. You're not going... You're not rebuilding. You're not. If you were rebuilding, you would be the Ottawa Senators, or the Buffalo Sabres, or the San Jose Sharks. That's a rebuild. You had most of your team in 2012 after 2011. That's not a rebuild. It's not. Sorry. It isn't. Or Ducks. Ducks! Who haven't made the playoffs since I was in the 7th grade. They had a mini retool in 2015. Yeah, that's it. When you make the playoffs every year but 2 since 2008, you're not in a rebuild. You're not. You're just not. I'll tell you what this team is. Consistently competitive. Not enough. That's what this team has been. Okay? 2019, they should have won the Cup. They had no excuse in losing that series. Yeah, the Game 5, interference, whatever. You had no excuse in losing that series. None. You shouldn't have even lost a game in that series, to be honest with you. The Bruins were by far the better team in that series, on paper. They just got outplayed by a team they should not have been outplayed against. And they got goalied by Jordan Binnington in the most important game in the past 10 years as a Bruins fan. Sorry. They got beat. 2013, they should not have won that series. When they got eliminated by the Panthers in 2013, do you think it was worse when they lost the 2019 Cup? No. How can it be? It hurt more, but it wasn't worse. Think about it. First round exit, losing in Game 7 of the Stanley Cup Final. You can't. There's no comparison there. There isn't. Again, all the things considered, okay? Greatest regular season in NHL history. First, a 3-1 series choke. I get it. Stanley Cup Game 7 on home ice after you won Game 6 and you lay a goose egg. Can't. No. No comparison there. '13, I get they put up a great fight. But I'm sick of disappointment every year. I just want another cup winning team. Well, so do I. So do I, to be honest. I'll take losing Game 7 on the home ice in the Cup final than losing in round 1 of a record-breaking season any day. No. 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 No, all due respect, you're crazy. You work so hard. You're so dedicated. You're locked in. You're so invested in the team in the playoffs from September when training camp starts all the way to the middle of June, and you're in Game 7 of the Stanley Cup Final. If you win the fucking championship, and you blow it. Game 7 in overtime in the first round, you lose after a series choke. Who knows if you would won the second round? Who knows if you would won in the conference final? Who knows if you would have even made it to the Stanley Cup final in 2023? Who knows? You can't predict that. You just can't. Right? Like, there's no... You can't compare the two. I mean, you could, but you shouldn't. You know? '20, their President's Trophy runaway too until COVID hit. Yeah, 2020 they were supposed to win the Cup, and then we had a global pandemic. If it wasn't for COVID, I think the Bruins win the Stanley Cup in 2020. I think they did. I think they would have. They had everything. They had the team. They were built for the final. if it wasn't for COVID in March of 2020, they would have gone on and they would have won the Stanley Cup. But then they were off for 5 months, and then they fell off the face of the earth, right? Right. If they win 2019 or 2020, Bruce Cassidy would still be the head coach of the Boston Bruins right now. Crazy to think about, huh? Bruins history just sucks. Oh, well, that's what I'm getting. Ha! Yeah, well. You're not wrong there. Most of Boston sports history sucks. Yeah, besides the last 25 years. Evan Marinofsky and Connor Ryan said Coyle could fetch a first. They think Frederick could get a second and a fourth. I think Coyle could get a first. I think you could. I don't think Frederick could get a second and a fourth. It would have to be just a fourth. Or just a second. I could see Frederick getting a second and like a sixth or a seventh. I could see that. But obviously sell high. I mean, you know. Hey. Look. Whoever's the highest bidder, you know, wins, you know. Game 7, 2003, Yankees Sox is the rough one to watch. Ugh. You know, I've gone back and I've watched it. You know, I wasn't around for I wasn't around for that. I went back and watched it. Man, you know, like... The Bruins only trade for picks. No. They're gonna try to retool. They're gonna try. What the Bruins are going to do, here's what I think they're going to do. They are gonna try everything in their power to make this team competitive down the stretch. They're going to. And they're gonna piss away another draft pick. They're going to. If the Bruins were smart, they'd sell high. Rest of the season's a wash. Hope you get the first overall pick, and you draft Hagens. Yep, that's what you do. What are they going to do? Conservatively sell. Try to stay somewhat competitive. Miss the playoffs by like 10 points and have like the 8th or 9th overall pick in the draft and then waste it away on some jabroni who won't make the NHL until I'm married and have kids. That's what's going to happen. That's what's going to happen. Do you think Marchand will get his jersey retired? If he doesn't, it's a crime. That's my thoughts on that. So, you're right 100% of the time? Not 100% of the time. Not 100% of the time. I like to think I'm right most of the time. Not 100% of the time. You can be the front office. I freaking wish. You know how many changes I'd make to this team if I were hired as GM? You have no idea. This team would be in the Stanley Cup final next year. All I had to do. Hire me and this team is in the final. Underway. This puck's moved back into the Bruins' end as the Islanders won the draw. Carlo plays it off the referee. Lindholm chips it to Zadorov. He's got Coyle in the middle. Zadorov enters the zone. Zadorov shoots, and it goes over the net, trying to connect on a shot there. And this puck comes all the way back into the Bruins' end. Carlo will reset. Seen the turnover, Liam Greentree. I know it was a bad choice. Lindholm trying to connect with Marchand, can't. Pasternak will chip back in. The Bruins are offside. They don't know it, but they're about to be. Yep. Yeah, over Teddy Stiga. That's the worst one. Oof. Oof. Zadorov caught the post on that shot. That's the first time the Bruins have hit the post tonight. Zadorov ringing the iron. Geekie will take the draw against Nelson, wins the draw. Andrew Peak plays it around. Noah Dobson. Zaka gonna tie him up. Puck comes to Palmieri. Pasternak trying to keep this in. He can't. Islanders get this out. Lohrei will try to whip this ahead. Pasternak knocks it down. It's onside. Trying to play it across to Geekie. It's intercepted by Dobson. He did not read that Dobson was there. Dobson fakes the shot. Pass goes through everybody. Zaka for Geekie for Pasternak. Here come the Bruins. They have a 3-on-2 if they push. Drops Lohrei. Pasternak from the corner. Saved by Sorokin. Good try from Pasternak on that near wing. Nelson for Holmstrom. Holmstrom. Nelson saves Swayman. Oof. Callahan gets this out. Brazo back to Callahan. He'll dump in the zone. Haven't seen Osterley in a while. Don't be surprised if the Bruins try to move Osterley at the deadline either. Here is Tufte to the line. Wotherspoon shot fought off by Sorokin, and it goes out of play. Watching the Islanders broadcast. You enjoy listening to Brendan Burke. Bruins have an offensive zone drive. Patra waved out. It'll be Cizikas against Tufte. Tufte wins it to the line. Wotherspoon fires it on net. That shot just trickles wide. Pajot to center. Cyplikov moves it ahead. Here is Cizikas. To the line, D'Angelo across, and Cyplikov's a little banged up here. Here comes Brazo, has Patra 2-on-1. Brazo saved by Sorokin. Kind of a weak shot from Brazo. This puck goes up into the bench, into the crowd up and out of play. Cyplikov was hurt. Listening to me, Sam? Oh, thank you. Listening to you? Thank you. It was a hit by Tufte on Cyplikov. And he got banged up, which sprung the Bruins on a 2-on-1. Kind of a weak shot from Brazo. I kind of wish he stepped into it a little bit more or pass it over to Patra for a one-timer. Big tie-up off the draw. Islanders win it. It's McLean against Beecher. Fashion gets this out. Gatcomb closed off. McLean and Beecher tied up. Puck goes through Peak. Puck comes out. Dobson's got it. For Pelech. Deflects in the zone. Peak misses a check. Lohrei pinches. Peak trying to get to Kastelik. For Beecher, he's tied up. Kastelik gets it out to center. Shots are 18-6 Boston. Kastelik guides it in the zone. Rest of his team will go for a change. He's going to battle on the forecheck 1-on-5. Get some reinforcements. Kastelik trying to get it to the line. Instead, he can't get it to anybody. Zadorov keeps it in on the dump-out attempt. Here comes Gatcomb. Carlo is going to be back. He's going to cut off his angle. The Bruins will regain possession. It's Marchand. Marchand across the line. Spins back against Horvat. Near circle in front for Lindholm. Couldn't get the pass through. Lindholm's shot saved by Sorokin. And he'll hang on. I wonder if Malkin's going to be traded at the deadline. No, but I think Erik Karlsson will be. I have a sneaking suspicion that Erik Karlsson is going to be dealt at the deadline from Pittsburgh. I don't know where he's going to end up. I've heard Dallas could be a spot for him. I've heard Columbus. New Jersey was another team I heard. Duclair guides it in the zone. Horvat against Peak. Anders Lee. D'Angelo right point. Anders Lee out top. Shoots wide. Puck is popped up. It lands next to Swayman. Peak gets it away. Lorai's double team. Geeky in there for support. He's still wrapped up by Horvat. Lorai trying to move this ahead. The Islanders are just pressing the Bruins in the corner. Duclair to the line. D'Angelo for Romanov. Zacha the intercept. Pavel Zacha has Pasternak. Zacha breaks. Shoots. Saves Sorokin. Pasternak couldn't get a pass through. Man, the Bruins have had a couple of breakaways. And they just can't convert. Beecher, then Zacha. Zadorov off Geeky. Knocked down by Dobson. And now here's Pelech. No finish for Zacha again. Nelson shot saved. The rebound is tapped in. Where in the world is Swayman going? It's Kyle Palmieri. 2-0 Islanders. And Swayman's got to be on pole watch. Got to be on pole watch now. He's the only reason they're losing right now. The only reason they're losing. Swayman is freaking awful tonight. Like, this might be one of the worst performances I've ever seen him have. He is so out of position on the rebound. Where is the rebound control there? Where is the rebound control in that situation? There is none. Lindholm wins it against Palmieri at center. Like, I would consider moving Swayman at this point. That is inexcusable. That can't happen, dude. It just can't. Those are two awful goals to give up. Especially the second one. Where the hell is your rebound control, man? Bro. And can the team score, please? It's not like your offense is really helping you. Yeah, I know you have 19 shots, but can you get one by this goalie, please? Oh, my Lord. I know you're pretty much missing half your team, but holy shit. Holmstrom. Nelson drops. Polak. Boquist shot wide. Who knows what happened if it hit Swayman. Polak in front, deflected. Palmieri's got it behind the net. This puck comes out. Yeah, Swayman's not safe after a performance like this tonight. No way. No way. How can he be? Wotherspoon, Brazo chops it ahead to Marchand at the end of a shift. Brazo waits for some help. Tufte, wide on the net. Good try by Tufte. Tufte tied up there by Cizikas. Gets it through to the far side. Carlo pinches. Carlo gets it back from the corner, saves Sorokin. Now there's some extra stuff in front. Yeah, if you're the Bruins, if you're Sacco, you gotta be thinking if the Islanders score one more, pull Swayman out of this game. Poitras will take this draw against McLean. McLean waved out. They'll be Fashing against Poitras. Big tie-up on the draw. The Bruins come away with possession. It's Tufty tied up there by Fashing. Poitras knocked down by D'Angelo. He's got it. Moves it ahead. And it's deflected up and out of play. I mean, he pushed the puck right in the slot. I'm looking back at the goal. I'm looking right back at the goal here. Nelson takes the shot. He pushes it off his blocker right into the slot. I'm looking right at it. He put it right on Palmieri's stick. Nelson's shot coming from here, so if I'm Swayman, puck's coming from here. My blocker's here. He pushes it right in front of me. And Kyle Palmieri, who apparently scores 1 million goals against the Bruins, sneaks one by. Dude, help yourself out. Get some puck control. Clear that into the corner. Unbelievable, dude. Mental fortitude. Judd, Swayman needs testicular fortitude. McLean against Geekie. Geekie wins the draw. Zadorov dumps in around the net. They're offside. I think Sacco needs to go. Oh, yeah, no. They need a new coaching staff, new front office, new everything. They need to reset. Zaka wins it. Carlo guides it in. Onside this time. D'Angelo plays it around. Lee lost it. Pasternak takes it. In the slot. Zaka is not a right-handed shot, so he couldn't play it. Islanders have odd man rush. Lee. Duclair can't play the pass. Shot blocked by Zadorov. Zaka couldn't play the pass from Zadorov. Zaka's been bad tonight. Ooh, man. Here comes Geekie. He'll carry it into the neutral zone. He coughed with the puck and guides it in. Horvat will get it back. Bruins are making a change. Here is Horvat. Palmieri around the net. Horvat misses over the net by a hair. Marchand trying to get this out. Can't. Coyle gets it to center. And the ice has been tilted in the other direction here. It is all Islanders right now. Here they come again. Palmieri. Nice job by Wotherspoon closing him off. Coyle. Nelson tying him up. Marchand trying to chip this ahead. Nelson won't allow him to. Callahan. Coyle guides it to Marchand. Little weak touch pass to Lindholm. Could not. They can't possess the puck right now, dude. Oh, my God. Holy hell. They can't possess the puck. 2-on-1. Nelson save. No rebound control again. And they get the puck away this time. Bailing out their goalie. Callahan knocks down Palmieri. Kastelik can't get it out. Islanders hold it in. Kastelik, nice pass to Beecher. Has Marchand at the end of a shift. He has Kastelik breaking. Beecher just didn't play the puck at all. He had it, and then he just, like, let it go through his skates. It was crazy. Should have seen it. Cizikas gets it out. Which is why Beecher is getting traded, by the way. If he doesn't, they're making a mistake. Lohrei. What a waste of a draft pick. Once again, another waste of a pick by Sweeney on this bum. Pajot for Cyplikov. Lohrei chops at it. Can't keep it in. Pajot. Just ahead of Cizikas. Peak. Puck deflects into the crowd. Lohrei is terrible. No, he's actually one of the best draft picks the Bruins have had in recent memory, actually. He is not terrible. Beecher is bad. Beecher is bad. First round pick for a fourth liner. Yeah, that makes sense. Pajot against Zacha. Zacha wins the draw. Zadorov around for Carlo. Pasternak looking for a little bit more out of him. Puck comes back to Swayman. Reverse it to Carlo. Bad idea. Cizikas was right there. Zadorov will try to get this out. Islanders keep it in again. The ice is still tilted in the Islanders' favor here. Zacha for Geekie, who's turned over the puck a couple of too many times for my liking tonight. Carlo dumps in from around the Islanders' net from center. Carlo puts it into the corner. Geekie around the net. Zadorov for Zacha. Turns. Geekie for Pasternak, who's behind the net, trying to work his way in front. Romanov shoving at him. Pasternak trying to throw it on net. Romanov blocks it. Puck comes out. Cyplikov bumped into by Pasternak. He plays it over to Carlo. Moves it ahead, Lindholm. Pasternak has Marchand, and Lindholm breaking. Pasternak spins, throws it on net. Saved by Sorokin. Marchand pushed around by Pelech. Here is Dobson. Here comes Coyle for Pasternak. Dobson trying to play it ahead. Gakholm gets it out just outside the line. Coyle, nice play to Lindholm. Lindholm across for Marchand. Too hard of a pass. Marchand to Wotherspoon, puts it in deep. Lindholm's all alone behind the net here. Lindholm looking for some help, trying to work it in. We're going to work it in front, and he has lost the puck. Wotherspoon gets it ahead to Marchand. Here is Lindholm as Coyle. Marchand gets the drop from Lindholm, spinning, and that was the worst thing I've ever seen him do. Bruins keep it in. It's Peak. Peak shoots. That caught the post. Koepke keeps it in. His shot blocked. Lohrei, quick re-entry for Peak. He'll get it into Koepke. Beecher now in the corner on the far side. To the line, Lohrei just keeps it inside the line. Islanders will try to move this ahead. It's Horvat. Beecher tying him up. We have a penalty on Beecher. See, I told you. Spoken into existence, this piece of garbage can't play hockey to save his life. Lee saves Swayman. Where's the puck? They have it. Frickin' Beecher, man. Does NESN mean Northeast Sports? No, it means New England Sports Network. Columbus leads 2-1 on Detroit. Who will win the Cup this year? Winnipeg, calling it. No. Capitals. Islanders to the power play for the first time. Islanders power play is somehow worse than the Bruins. Nelson wins the draw against Lindholm. Adam Bohlquist for Holmstrom has Dobson backdoor. Could not get it through. Islanders power play worse in the NHL. 11.3%, which means the Islanders are scoring. Shot in front, save Swayman. Puck still free. It's underneath Carlo. It comes out. Islanders have possession still. Bohlquist for Holmstrom. Bohlquist center point. Waiting. Dobson. Shot over the net. Holmstrom. Lindholm going to wrap him up. Carlo in there as well. Islanders throw it out of their own zone, out of the offensive zone, back to Sorokin. Bohlquist drops back for Dobson. Here is Palmieri. Coyle going to tie him up. Bruins force a turnover. It's Marchand with Coyle, 2-on-2. Marchand has Pete coming. Marchand shot, saves Sorokin. And it goes out of play. Jets or Caps. Could be, man, I don't know. Could be Carolina. Face off on the Islanders' end. Marchand will take this draw as Coyle got waved out. Marchand won it, played it behind the net. Coyle's got it. Shorthanded bid for the Bruins here. Coyle cuts around. Backhand saves Sorokin. What a move by Coyle. Wow. Horvat, he re-enters the zone for the Islanders. Here is Duclair. D'Angelo. Horvat out top. Pajot down low in the far side corner. Horvat for D'Angelo center point. Duclair near side circle. 30 seconds to go in the power play for the Islanders. Horvat waiting. D'Angelo. Horvat again. Shot blocked. And it goes out of play. Down to 20 seconds. Good effort by Coyle here. Oof. Dallas will be fine. But I feel like they're not going to win anything. Pajot waved out against Zacha. 20 seconds to go on the power play. Why don't you want Florida to win? Obvious reasons why. Horvat wins it against Zacha. D'Angelo. Pajot. Lindholm pressures. Couldn't get it out, though. Horvat for Pajot. D'Angelo center point. Duclair. Horvat. The Bruins are going to get some help back out of the box, and Beecher shot blocked. That stung Anders Lee. D'Angelo's shot trickling in front. It bats around, and the Bruins get it away from Swayman. Carlo kicks it to Zadorov. Zacha has Lindholm and Beecher right now. Bruins move it ahead. Zacha plays it around the net. Pasternak, Geeky in the slot, possesses, and doesn't get a shot away. Got caught in his skates. Puck comes out. Callahan for Lower Eye. Pasternak. Morgan Geekie. Enters, shoots one, trying to look for his 20th of the year, and could not connect. Cyplikov dumps in from center. Callahan, Lower Eye ahead for Patra, has Pasternak to his left. Patra dumps in. Sorokin couldn't play the puck. There's a stick behind the net. I'm not sure whose. It's Sorokin's. Pasternak to the line. Peak shot over the net. Sorokin doesn't have a stick. Wotherspoon shot broken up. Bruins nice keep in. It's Pasternak. Geekie. Pasternak in front. Geekie bats it over the net. Boquist can't get it out. Peak holds in. Geekie. Patra still possessing to the line. Wotherspoon kicks it to keep it in. He's skating across the blue line. Wotherspoon shot wide. Bruins still keeping this in play here. Here's Peak. Around the net, still possessing here. Through Pasternak. Marchand. Out there for Geekie. Wotherspoon pinches. Marchand gloves it down. Marchand still looking to possess and does. Marchand can't get through Holmstrom to the line. Wotherspoon again. Peak. Wotherspoon shoots, save, rebound. Big scramble. Lindholm, no. Islanders clear. They just can't score. They couldn't score if their lives depended on it tonight. The goalie was without a stick for 45 seconds and you couldn't get at least a quality chance on net? Man. Oof. Nelson 2-on-1. Nelson blocked. Dobson, Lindholm takes it from him. Chips it to Koepke. Koepke bumped. He'll thread this in the zone. Sorokin plays it. 4 minutes to go in the second. Bruins are down 2 in a game they should not be losing, but they are, because Jeremy Swayman is the goaltender tonight. Pajot. Romanoff saves Swayman. Duclair plays it around, throws the door off. Pajot to the line. D'Angelo, Romanoff, Horvat off the bench. Shot, saves Swayman. (3-1) Columbus. Uh-oh, Detroit. Save Swayman, you must have misspoke. Damn. I didn't. Also should blame your offense because you need to score goals. I know. But 85% of the blame is going on Swayman right now. How the... Anyway. The stars of the game for the Islanders, Sorokin and Swayman. He's really helped out the Islanders take the lead in this game. Jeez. The only way the Bruins are going to score tonight is if they run Sorokin. Which, don't do that. Don't get yourself suspended or in penalty trouble. Kastelik will move this to Koepke. He's trying to get it in third, fourth whacks at it. Still couldn't play the puck. Bo Horvat. In front, Beecher takes it away. Trying to spring Kastelik. Kastelik got it in the near corner. D'Angelo tying him up. Beecher chops at it to Koepke. He keeps it in. Lohrei keeps it in the line. Lohrei waiting, shooting, saves Sorokin again. Another try in front, and it goes over across the goal mouth. Geekie plays it around the net. Pastrnak on for Kastelik. Lohrei at the left point. Chips it for Peak. Peak, a shot blocked. Gets it back in the slot. Pastrnak, his shot broken up in traffic. Zacha waiting, trying to find Peak back door, and Lee takes it away. Geekie, nice hit on him. Takes it, gets him off the puck. Lohrei, quick stretch pass for Pastrnak, who just couldn't play it in time. Pastrnak, Zacha. Across Pastrnak onside, rips it, goes wide. Zacha. Pastrnak just goes through him. He had Geekie in front too if he played that pass, and has touched it to him. It's a goal. What a hit. It was Tufte who got decked. Zacha has Pastrnak to his right. Pastrnak in front for Tufte, and he couldn't play the pass that got broken up in front by D'Angelo. Nelson. Holmstrom put in wide. Patra trying to advance the puck. Gatcombe takes it away from him. Wotherspoon gets it back. Ahead for Tufte, who's had a couple of good looks tonight, just can't seem to converge. Matt, oh God, Patra's hurt. He was knocked down. The door to the penalty to the Islanders bench was open. He's gonna head down the Islanders tunnel. It's right in front of the Islanders bench. They have to call up Merkulov now. They have to. They have to. Oh my God, somebody checked him and the door opened. Oh no. It was Nelson. Oh, his midsection hit the corner. His midsection hit the inside of the door. Ah. No, 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 no. Patra, no. Are they gonna... Oh, they're gonna... Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold on a minute. They're reviewing a major penalty on the Islanders here? Okay, well, all right. So that would mean if it's a major, then Nelson would be tossed out of the game. Man, they're gonna review it. They are calling a major on Nelson. They're gonna review it. Oh, come on. He already saw that the door was open, man. That is a dirty, dirty play. They're showing the zoom in now. That is a dirty play. That is so disgusting. That is a dirty play by Nelson. Dirty hit. If the Bruins get a major out of this, that could really change the tide in this game. 5 minutes on the power play. The referees are taking a look at it. They're... Who's hurt? Patra. Let's see. Oh my God! He shoved him. Frederick, then Patra. They're gonna be down to 11 forwards on their roster. All right, whistle. All right, here we go. Here's the call. Here's the call from the official. He injured him. He injured him. It was a dirty play. It's a minor penalty. At least it's not nothing. But geez, it's a major. It's a cross check into a corner on a helpless player. That is a blatant major. They're gonna allow him to keep. They're gonna allow to keep this guy in this game after that. Bruins to the power play for the third time tonight. 0 for 2. Nelson is still in this game. It looked dirty, man. It looked dirty. Lindholm, Marchand, Pasternak, Geekie, and Lohrei for the Bruins. 7 shots their first 2 power plays. 5 in their first one. Islanders win the draw. Pajot will clear. Should be a major. Lohrei will enter the zone for Boston. Waiting for some reinforcements. Has Lindholm. That's not really reinforcement. Here is Lohrei. There's a reinforcement. It's Pasternak. In front, broken out. Lohrei keeps it in. Lohrei waiting. Geekie. Lohrei. Pasternak. Has Lindholm in the slot. Goes to the line instead. Lohrei shoots it on net. Saved by Sorokin. Geekie. Lohrei. Pasternak. Final minute of the second. Deflected off the stick of Marchand. Pasternak's got it again on the far side. He's going to walk right into the circle. Spins back against Pelech. Lohrei. Lohrei shoots. Saves Sorokin. Lindholm, Marchand, Pasternak, Geekie, and Lohrei. Bruins win the draw. Marchand to the line. Lohrei. Pasternak shoots off Marchand and wide. Puck comes in front, and the Islanders going to have an odd man rush the other way. Here comes Cizikas. He has Holmstrom, finds Holmstrom. Holmstrom, Cizikas backdoor. Holmstrom at the side of the cage. It was open. Geekie with 20 seconds left. Stretch pass for Pasternak. Has Lindholm and Marchand. Pasternak across. Marchand saves Sorokin again. They just can't score, man. Pasternak with down to 5 seconds. He's getting pushed around. Geekie. That'll do it for the second period. Can you score a damn goal, you stupid idiots? Good Lord. Oh my God. Can you score a goal? Please. I am begging. Hey, Mom. Good Lord. What is there to be said? That I haven't said before. Getting the block shots updated. It's pathetic. Here are your stats through 2 periods. I haven't... Oh, shoot. I did not update a couple of things. Hold on a minute. 2-0 Islanders. Shots 26-13 in favor of the Bruins. 59.4% of the face-offs compared to 40.6. Bruins 0 for 3 on the power play. 0 for 1 to the Islanders. 6 minutes in the box for the Islanders. 2 for Boston. 21 hits for Boston. 9 for the Islanders. 18 blocked shots compared to 12 for the Islanders. 16 giveaways for the Islanders. 7 for the Bruins. 3 takeaways for the Islanders. 0 for Boston. Those are your stats through 40. And they're down 2. You wouldn't believe it based off those stats, but... Gonna be honest, Sweeney hit me up and says he wants you to take his position before the deadline. No joke. I'm in. I'll save this team. I will save this team. I will save it. They're gonna go to the playoffs under my watch. I'll make sure they do. No, but I'll make sure they're competitive. I'll make sure. I'll make sure that they're good for the future. Their goal differential is negative 27. It's now negative 29, by the way. Minus 29. Oh, boy. Do you have players in free agency you want to see see it on the Bruins next season? I haven't even thought about that. I haven't even thought about the trade deadline. Like tomorrow, when I'm making my big board with Parker McLean from BNG about for the Black and Gold Productions trade deadline special, which we're going to be live for during the deadline on Friday, March 7th. That'll be the first time I'm thinking about the trade deadline, really, about who's going to get moved outside of the Bruins, really. It'll be the first time I've even really thought about it. About who outside the Bruins are going to get moved at the deadline. Oh my god. I don't think they will do crazy things at the deadline. No, they're going to sell. They're going to sell. They're not going to buy. They're not going to bring in enforcements. No. They're going to sell the pieces they know they can't bring back or are expendable to the team. And then they're going to trade them. And then they're going to try to bump people up. Like Patra, don't be surprised if he's in the top 6 after the deadline. Don't be. So. Oh, by the way, I want to let you know my schedule. March 6th, the Bruins are playing the Hurricanes that night. I will not be live here on YouTube. I will be going out Grant's 21st 21st birthday, so we're going to go out to dinner that night. So I will not be around to stream it. So we're going out at the same time the Bruins will be playing. So we'll not be streaming on Thursday, next Thursday. So a week from tonight. What else is going on? Tuesday, I'm pulling a double duty. I got a 4 o'clock lacrosse game. And then I got the Bruins at 7 that night. Bruins play the Predators at 7, but I got men's lacrosse at 4. So I'm going to be doing a double duty on that. And then, yeah. Incoming comments saying it's the Bruins that Potter injury is justified. Well, if people, like, dude, people honestly suck when it comes to the Bruins. Like, I remember somebody said, it was some Hurricanes fans saying that they were glad that Pasternak's kid died because they eliminated the Bruins in 2022. Like, dude, what kind of human being? You know what I mean? Like, dude, like, man. Like, people suck, dude. People suck. Oh, by the way, everybody, I want to let you know that I'm not doing the Celtics playoffs this summer. I'm not. I'm not going to be calling the Celtics again this summer, regardless if they're in the final or not. Because I have made an executive decision. What's my content going to look like this summer? Well, I got news. Ready for it, chat? You're actually going to like this. I've kind of talked about it a little bit. Kind of mentioned it. I kind of jokingly said it. Now I'm locked in. You're getting one stream a week this summer. Yep. One stream a week. Why? Red Sox baseball coming up this summer. One stream a week starting in May. Reason why is reason why it's only one, and it's not like a couple times a week or every game. It's because while baseball, can get repetitive. But also, on top of that, I have a job working for the New Hampshire Fisher Cats this summer, so I'm not going to be around. So, one stream a week for the Fisher Cats, for the Red Sox anyway. Not serious special for you, Sammy. Once in a lifetime, you got to call a Boston Championship on stream. I know. I never got to do that before. Fisher Cats games are fun. They are, and I'm going to be working there in their production. So. Oh yeah, some of you guys asked me how the hell did I meet Tim Thomas? Do you guys see that? I posted it on YouTube community and I posted it on Instagram. I'll show you guys right now. For those who didn't see it, let me show you guys real quick. Hold on, 2 seconds, chat. What's this? Oh shoot. Okay, well that's that. Okay, here we go. Let me take this off the screen. Okay. All right. So, how did this happen? Well, I've kind of known about this for a few weeks, but I didn't say anything. And the reason why I didn't say anything is because I kind of want it to be a surprise. So, he was having a meet and greet in Mansfield, which is like 20 minutes away from here. And so Grant and I went on Sunday. And yeah, we met him. Grant got his 2011 championship DVD signed. You're taller than Oh, I know. Like, look, man. Like, look at us. Look at me. I'm taller than Tim Thomas, man. And he's got a hat on and everything. Yeah, Tim Thomas is like 5'11". And I'm like 6'1". Something like that. But yeah, so that's Tim Thomas. I met him on Saturday. Mansfield, Ohio. No, Mansfield, Mass. Mansfield, Mass. So, yep, there's Thomas. Those who don't know who he is, which by the way, if you don't know who he is, what the hell? Okay, he was the goaltender in the 2011 championship run. One of my all-time favorites. So it was an honor to meet him on Sunday. You don't sound like you're 6'1". What the hell is that supposed to mean? Ugh. The hell does that mean? New tweet. This is a mess. DJ. Oh, God. What did you say? What did you put? Bruins organization needs a major overhaul within the front office of this going into the offseason. 0 Stanley Cups under Don Sweeney, Cam Neely, 10 years unexcusable. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. So Tim Thomas has changed. You sound like you're 5'11". What the hell is that? What does that mean? I know my voice is a little higher for the average individual at my age, but you should have heard me 6 years ago. Hi, guys. My voice was up here. I sound like a creep. You know what I mean? Like... Shoot, I can't type. Okay, I hate when I can't. Anyway. So yeah, that happened. What do you think happens to The Rock and Cody? I have no idea what the hell they're gonna do. It was that promo that The Rock that they had on SmackDown creeped me out, man. Like I was like, what the... Like, dude, what are you doing? What are you talking about? How old is Tim Thomas? Good question. How old is Tim Thomas?
Tim Thomas is 50 years old.
He's 50. Man. You're telling me he was 34? Or no, 36 in 2011? What the fuck? Anyway. He was 35 or 36 years old? Man. Oh my God. Matt Patra questionable to return. We go. Third period underway. Bruins are on the power play for the third time. It's about to be up in the next few seconds. Marchand, 10 seconds to go on the power play, enters the zone. Zadorov, a shot save. Lindholm's taken down. Back to 5-on-5. Islanders back to even strength. Nelson, who got away with almost with attempted midsection murder, it seemed like. He crushed Patra into the boards in front of the penalty box. Coyle looking to center for Zacha, couldn't. Zacha, Coyle, Tufte? Ew! Palmieri, who has the most recent goal, deflected by Carlo, and it goes out of play. Zadorov and Nelson. Yep, good on Zadorov for stepping up a little bit, giving Nelson the business for hurting Patra, the young guy. Tufte, we really are in the trenches now. Matt Patra's unlikely to return. Fuck! Well, Merkulov's getting called up now. They can't escape it. Oh, no, wait, they'll call up Patrick Brown or Max Jones. Calling it. Zacha wins the draw. Zadorov plays it around for Carlo. Here is Coyle on the near wing. He'll move it out to center. Palmieri guides it in. Carlo. Puck comes in front, and the Bruins get it away. It's going to be an icing.
just to clear it up, Padres on his way to the Bruins bench going by the Islander bench. The Islanders are looking to make a change as well. This is not uncommon where there's exchanges where teams are going to their respective benches. There's always a little stick work, a little pushing and shoving.
Coyle against Horvat.
That door has to stay shut. It has to stay shut.
Face-off won by the Bruins. Zaka gets it to center. Tufty deflects it to Coyle, who couldn't play it. Back to even strength. You're telling me Tufty was the one who was going to be replacing Patra on the power play? Ah! Lee for Horvat. Lee saved by Swayman, who has not been good tonight by any means. Bruins will take it away. It's Beecher. Has Kaslick and Koepke 3-on-2. Beecher going to go to the outside. Centering pass. Kaslick couldn't play it. Keeps it alive. Shot at the side of the cage. Koepke shoots one, and a save by Sorokin on a try from Koepke. Vote for the Bruin that has gone above and beyond expectations for the Go to NESN.com/7thplayer to cast your vote today for who you think's going to win the 7th player award. I mean, Geeky, Lowry could be in there. Geeky will take the draw against Zizekas. Geeky, Zaka, Pasternak right now. Face-off is tied up and won by New York. Patra will not return with what they're calling a lower body injury. Lowry for Pasternak for Zaka has Geeky to his right. Geeky enters, shoots, blocked, gets it back. Possesses, plays it around the net. Pasternak skips over his stick. Lowry for Geeky. Geeky taken down. Penalty, no call. 3-on-1 the other way. Cyplikov, Zizekas, and D'Angelo. Cyplikov, Swayman makes his best save of the night. Beecher against McLean. Beecher wins it. Koepke for Wotherspoon. Off boards out. And now Pollock will move it ahead. Goes through Callahan. Wotherspoon's got it. Here is Callahan. Reaches the red line, dumps in. Boquist trying to get it ahead. Koepke takes it away. Koepke turns around and shoots. It's blocked by Adam Boquist. Gackham. Fashing gets knocked into. We have an offside against the Islanders.
3 minutes into the third, Bruins still down by 2. Again, if you're just joining us, Alexander Romanov opened it up at 16-11 in the first period. Right after he came out of the penalty box for the Bruins, had riddled Sorokin with shots. And then Kyle Palmieri converted on a rebound early in the second period. That's where we stand.
Dobson shoots, saved by Swayman. Lindholm for Andrew Peak. Ahead, trying to connect with Marchand, and Dobson cuts it off. Dobson knocked down by Marchand. No call there. Oh, they are going to call it. Marchand, undisciplined. It's a hit from behind. It was late. It wasn't necessary. Let's see. I mean, come on. Marchand, what the hell are you doing? He's arguing it. It's not arguable. I mean, he decked him, dude. He decked him. For no reason either. Carlo trying to clear. Lindholm just ahead of Zacha. He's got it on the far side. Zacha will chop it into the Islanders' end. Here is Brock Nelson. Gets it past the Bruins in deep. Zadorov cutting off Holmstrom. Zacha with a lift 200 feet. Here is Dobson to center. He drops it for Nelson. Nelson enters the zone. Holmstrom's got it on the near wing. Peak gonna close him off. Nelson plays it around Beecher. Couldn't play it. Horvat. Nelson. Holmstrom. Dobson. Horvat tied up there by Wotherspoon. Beecher trying to get it out. Can't. Held in. Dobson. Holmstrom left side. Halfway through the penalty. Horvat one-timer blocked by Wotherspoon who got down. Gets Nelson stick free. Peak with a clear all the way down. Here is Lee. Drops back for Horvat. 35 seconds to go on the power play. Horvat has a man open. Finds him. Pajot. Backdoor. Nobody there. D'Angelo beaten by Koepke. Here is Lee. Carlo going to tie him up. Down to 20 seconds to go on the power play. Koepke clears. Quick re-entry. Lee wrapped up by Callahan. Final 10 seconds of the power play. Pajot. Anders Lee. Back to even strength. The Islanders... The Bruins kill off the penalty. Marchand out of the box. Who's out there with Beecher and Coyle. Lindholm and Coyle now. As Beecher goes for a change, Lindholm comes on. Marchand will try to get it to Lindholm. Can't. Lori can't get it to Lindholm either. Pajot dumps it back in. Lori plays it around for Callahan. Up ahead for Coyle. Dumps in here. No, he leaves it for Marchand. Marchand across the line. Marchand shoots it on net. Saved by Sorokin. On a try for Marchand, Pasternak was in front. Shots are 29-15 Boston, but they are losing. Geeky with Pasternak and Tufte right now. Lori and Wotherspoon defensively. Bruins win the draw. Lori shoots, kick saves Sorokin. Geeky trying to hop on the rebound. It's cleared. Morgan Geeky getting top line minutes over Georgi Merkulov. Cizikas in front for Fashing. It's on the side of the cage. And Swayman has a piece of it. And he'll have it. They'll go to commercial. They need something, man. Yeah, Pasternak's point streak's on the line. It's at 15. It is an NHL league-wide high. We had a fight right off the face-off in the Sabres-Hurricanes game. It was Cousins and Kokoniemi. Okay. Well then. That's certainly a fight of all time. Back from commercial.
We're going to take a look at the opening goal for the Isles.
Yeah, after the Bruins were dominant, ice tilted in their favor, all kinds of real good looks, good scoring opportunities, and right out of the penalty box. Romano takes that pass, takes the from Pajot. He's able to beat Jeremy Swayman, blocker side. That made it 1-0.
2-0 Bruin, 2-0 Islanders here in the third. It's over 6 minutes in.
Canadians a couple of years ago.
Korpisalo goes Saturday, Swayman goes Sunday. Gotta be the way they do it. Got to be the way they do it.
Bruins and Cizikas will lead in for the draw.
Kastelic against Cizikas.
It's Castellic.
Face-off won by the Bruins. Zadorov tying it up. Carlo flips it out. This is going to be another icing. It's going to roll.
It's a Bruins game, but animated. Tune in March 11th at 7 o'clock on Nessun Plus and Nessun 360.
An animated version of the Bruins game.
Created in real time using NHL Edge data into an animated program from a snow day in downtown Boston.
Pajot now out for the draw. And a warning for
Beecher against Pajot. Pajot wins the draw. Dobson fakes the shot. In front. Save. Rebound. Kastelic gets it away. Gets it past Cyplikov. Will guide it into the Islanders' end. And Kepke can advance it. Dobson. Nice hit by Beecher. Kastelic pinches on Pajot. Keeps it in play for the moment. Kastelic battling. Pajot lost it. Kepke takes it away to the line. Zadorov takes a shot. That goes over the net and out of play. Watching the stream and I have the Panthers-Oilers game on. If I were you, I would put on Sharks-Canadians. Actually, no, that's Oilers-Panthers probably the better game right now. But both games are tied.
Deep in the offensive zone. You can play the low-high game, but I think the Bruins have a better opportunity if they play below the dot.
Shots are 30 to 15. How in the hell have they not scored? Zaka against Nelson.
The Bruins offense since January 1st has trended up.
Bruins win the draw. Geeky to the line. Lower eye peak. Right point. Peak. Shot. Wide. Geeky gets the rebound. Lower eye at the left point. Skating along the blue line. Peak now on the near side wall. Lower eye at the right point. Gets around Holmstrom. But then threw it to no man's land. Palmieri. Back check by lower eye. Nelson. Good takeaway. Nelson 1-on-4. Still wins the battle. But Geeky takes it away. Peak ahead. Gets it out to center. Holmstrom dumps in. Here is Lohrei. Peak. Through an Islanders stick. Was deflected in, no icing. Sorokin turns it over. Geeky has Pasternak. He couldn't play the puck. He had Lindholm breaking too. If he had centered that puck to Lindholm, it's a 2-1 game. Wotherspoon dumps in around the net. Here is Dobson. Pinched at the line by Callahan. Puck just comes out. Wotherspoon kicked it, and he didn't kick it to anybody. He kicked it a foot in front of him, and Anders Lee was right there. Swayman to Callahan. Takes a bump, gets it to Coyle. Coyle, 8 minutes into the third. 2-0 Islanders. Pass deflected. Lands in the neutral zone. Anders Lee's got it. He'll guide it in the zone. Can the Bruins pressure Sorokin a little more? Oh, my God. Wotherspoon deflects it off a stick and in the zone. Pasternak needs a point. Whether that's a goal or an assist to keep his streak alive, would extend it to 16. Beecher, Tufte, Brazo right now. Crazy how all three of these guys were in the AHL at some point, like in the last year. Oh, turnover by Beecher. Romanov shot tipped by McLean wide. Tufte chops it out of the zone. D'Angelo moves it ahead. Zadorov's got it back in his own end. Cuts around Fashing. Zadorov waits. Peak. In deep to Brazo. Has Lindholm and Tufte. Tufte now on the far side. Plays it past Brazo. Peak on the near side boards. Lindholm was not ready to cover Peak, and the puck comes all the way out. Lindholm will gather the puck and chip it into the Islanders' end. Lindholm, Kepke, Kastelik right now. That is what we're doing? That's what we're doing. Okay. Ooh. Here is Seiplikov. Chips in wide. Swayman guides it aside. Lower eye for Kastelik, who's out there with Kepke and Zacha. Pelech chips it past Kastelik. Cizikas gets it out of the zone. Zacha for Wotherspoon has Pasternak behind him. Drops it for him. And he couldn't get it through Seiplikov. He gets it through him on a second attempt. Puck comes in front, and Wotherspoon scores! Parker Wotherspoon in front. Point number 800 for the Bruins. It's 2-1. Pasternak gets point number 800, and I believe Parker Wotherspoon got a piece. We'll take a look at the replay. That's Pasternak's 800th. It's 2-1. What a great play by Wotherspoon, cutting his way to the middle. You know what? I don't think that hit D'Angelo. I think that might be Pasternak's goal. Look, hey, I will take it. 16-game point streak for Pasternak. Turnover, Nelson, it's the post. Rebound. Oh, Pasternak saved the goal. Pasternak saved the goal. Chance in front for the Islanders. It's cleared away. Pasternak just saved the goal. This puck goes up into the crowd, up and out of play. They're giving it to Pasternak. 2-1 Bruins. Pasternak with point number 800. It's going to be a goal for him. His 31st of the season. Pasternak pulling a 2011 Michael Ryder. If you know, you know. Well, I'll let you know if they change the scoring, but right now it's Pasternak's goal. Useless? No, he's not that type of player. Longest point streak for a Czech, tied Yager. Wow. Zacha will get the secondary assist on it. Pasternak, 31 points in his last 16 games. Unbelievable. Let's take a look. Wotherspoon turned it over. Nelson at the post. A second attempt. Pasternak got the stick down. In fact, Pasternak made 2 saves. Stopped the first one, then stopped the second one. Woo! He stopped 2 of them. Coyle wins the draw against Nelson. Carlo in trouble. Plays it around. There's no one there. Pelech, huge hit by Zadorov. Palmieri. No, oh, Zadorov knocked him down as well. 2 hits for Zadorov in this past 10 seconds here. Zadorov gets free from Palmieri. Marchand will move it ahead. Carlo. Lindholm. Marchand couldn't play it. Bruins will keep it in. It's Coyle. Carlo keeps it at the right point. Chucks it on net. Knocked down in traffic. Lindholm. Marchand. Coyle tripped by Sorokin. No call. The entire crowd thought it was a trip. I thought it was a trip. How is it not? Carlo's rocket over the net. Puck comes in front. Coyle has no idea where it is. The Islanders get it out. Sorokin got bailed out by the officials. That was a blatant trip. He tripped Coyle. He stuck his stick out and tripped him. Which didn't... Oh my God. Here's a chance for Horvat. Save Swayman. That is unbelievable. How do you not call that? If Coyle doesn't get tripped, it's a 2-2 game right here. Come on, ref. That is unbelievable. Come on. Are you... Come on. And that's a double trip. Holmstrom and Sorokin both tripped him. Come on. What am I missing here? Kastelik, Geeky, Zaka. Horvat was kicked out. It'll be Lee against Kastelik. Lee wins it. Shot by Romanov blocked. Anders Lee to the line. Romanov keeps it in for the Islanders. Anders Lee to the line. D'Angelo. Romanov, who scored the opening goal. Saved by Swayman. And that's proper puck control on the rebound. He puts the shot out of play. Why would I want a game-used jersey, away jersey from this shit show of a season? Ugh. Kastelik against Pajot. Face-off won by Pajot. Pelech shot over the net. Rebound in front. Cizikas couldn't get a piece. Dobson, puck bounced over his stick. Koepke trying to lift Dobson's stick. Could not in time. Moved ahead. Carlo breaking it up for Cizikas. And the Bruins on their 31st shot finally figure out Sorokin and bring it within one on a goal for Pastrnak. His 31st. 2-on-1. Oh, no way. No way. No way he stopped that. Swayman robs Fasching. No way. Oh, no way. That is one of the best saves Swayman has made all season. No way. Cizikas and Fasching at a 2-on-1. Unbelievable save. That is an insane... Wow. No way, Swayman. That's wild. He made 2 pad saves that are both unbelievable. Oh. Jeez. That is the best save. That is one of the best saves Swayman's made all season. That is unreal. That is a phenomenal save by Swayman. Defensive breakdown in your own zone. Bruins trying to break this out. They do. Marchand has Lindholm 2-on-1. Marchand saved by Sorokin, and he has the rebound. And now Marchand, D'Angelo taking a shot at Marchand. I can read lips. Marchand called him racist. Marchand called him racist. Oh, they're going to go. It's going to be round 2 like 2022. All over again. Marchand, D'Angelo's getting a personal escort out of the scrum. Marchand, I can read lips. D'Angelo, what are you going to do? You going to throw a stick at him like you did the last time? You bum-ass bitch. What are you going to do now? Well, you've been barely an NHLer. Marchand became a captain in that time. Bruins win the draw. Shot by Geeky. Misses wide of the net. Pastrnak shot wide. Lohrei shot. That goes wide of the net. Pastrnak trying to keep it in. Peak at the right point. Puts it in around the net. Palmieri tied up by Lohrei, who pinches. Lohrei gets free. Lohrei looking for some options here. Stick gets tied up. He keeps it alive. Peak, backskating, shot. Saved by Sorokin. He keeps it alive. Here's Lohrei at the left point. Pasternak right side. He's waiting for some help. Lohrei near circle. Walks in. Going to go around the net. Throws it in front. The puck's still free. Sorokin has it with 6:33 to play.
Good offensive zone time, good rotation, everybody involved. Lohrei with his skating ability and his offensive instincts getting involved. Pete gets a pretty good opportunity, gets his own rebound, keeps the play alive. We got your 2D that are active down low, in a rotation. Pasternak doesn't have what he's looking for. Nice little crisscross exchange out high. Lohrei tries to make a play to the top of the paint. That almost deflected.
6:33 to go here in the third. 2-1 Islanders. Lindholm against McLean. Big tie-up. McLean wins it. That's a massive win for the Islanders on that face-off. They needed to get an exit, and they will. It's going to be icing here. It is. It's icing against the Islanders. With 6:22 to play.
Mistake you want to make. Dobson's hoping to get the follow through, but didn't have the red line. You know, 2-1 hockey game. Points are at a premium. The Islanders, we showed you earlier in the broadcast where they are in the standings. They got to win this hockey game just as bad as the Bruins.
They need the Bruins. Whoever takes this draw, whether it's Lindholm or Coyle, they need them to win this face-off. It's going to be Lindholm against McLean. It's a violation. Lindholm against McLean at this face-off dot. They're going to
redraft this puck. Now the linesman, a little speech for Lindholm.
crowd is profusely booing the official right now. Just drop the puck, ref. Jeez, it's not that hard. Bruins win the draw. Wotherspoon. Zadorov fires one on. It's blocked by Dobson. Gatcomb beats Lindholm. Wotherspoon pinches it and keep it alive. Here is Dobson. He'll try to get this out. It comes out and it lands on the bench with 6:02 to play in the third.
Double the action this weekend for Boston sports. Sunday, the Red Sox host the Mets at 1. Then the Bruins play the Wild at 3:30. Tune into the Bruins
Tufte,
and the Red Sox on their local
Beecher, Brazo, Lohrei, Peak. Not the people I'd put out on a face off this on an offensive zone draw, but okay. Gotta get them out there somehow. Pajot wins the draw against Beecher. Pollock will move this ahead. Beecher has not won a ton of draws tonight. Brazo finds Beecher. Backhand save by Sorokin. Kind of a good attempt for Beecher. Just it wasn't a lot on it. Pelech dumps it in. Swayman for Lohrei for Beecher. Takes a bump. Can't get it out. The Bruins get it back, though. It's Lohrei. He'll carry it into the neutral zone. Lohrei trying to go coast to coast here. He'll enter the zone himself. Lohrei couldn't get through Cizikas. Puck flipped in. Swayman leaves it for Wotherspoon. Brazo for Lohrei. Bruins will get a change offensively. Lohrei bumped into. He'll get a change as the Bruins dump in. Romanoff for Horvat. Back to Romanoff. Geeky, Zaka, Pasternak are on the ice with Zadorov and Wotherspoon. Horvat puts it in deep. Wotherspoon's got it. 5 minutes to go in the third. Here is Morgan Geeky. For Pasternak, has Zaka to his right. He throws it in no man's land. Horvat takes it away and flips this out. We're in the Black and Gold Productions Final Five. Go to blackandgoldhockey.com to go read recent articles about the Bruins organization. And go check out the Black and Gold Hockey podcast coming out Sunday at 12 live on YouTube. Link down below in the description. Holmstrom almost beat Callahan. And now here's Lindholm. He'll try to carry this to center, moves it ahead to Marchand. Has Coyle to his right. Marchand against Pollock. Gonna put it around the net. Centering pass for Coyle, just to his left. Palmieri. Zadorov gonna wrap him up here. And Coyle takes it away. Coyle throws it out of the zone. Man. Wotherspoon. Beecher will dump in with 3:45 left. Brazo, just ahead of Tufte. Lohrei skipped right over his stick, couldn't keep it in the zone. Peak, that puck's bouncing on him as well. Lohrei trying to thread it ahead. Romanov takes it away. Who already has a goal, looking for a second one. Peak blocks it, and it goes out of play. They're going to go to commercial with 3:27 left. Whew. Shots are 35-20 Bruins, and they're losing. Shocker. Golden State wins again, 121-115 over the Magic. Curry had 56. Bruins are on a 4-game losing streak. Face off in the Bruins' end. Lindholm against Horvat. Horvat wins the draw. Pelech around the net. Zadorov wipes out. He's all right, back to his feet. Shot, that hit the post. Duclair for Anders Lee. He misses over the net. That goes out of play with 3:12 left.
Face-off win by the Islanders. Bruins do a good job of getting out to that left point, so there's not a shot on goal. But Islanders do the right thing, the high percentage thing, throw it below the goal line, keep the play alive. They win a puck battle.
3:12 left. Got to keep our eyes on Swayman when they get it out of the zone. Beecher against Nelson. Face-off won by the Bruins. But they don't have the right people out there. Kastelik with Koepke and Beecher. Beecher will go for a change. Here is Kastelik. Gets knocked into 1-on-3. Zaka in there for support. So is Geekie. Kastelik playing it to Wotherspoon at the left point. Peak on the right side. Peak a shot trickles wide. Kastelik will go for a change. Pasternak will come racing on. Geekie to the line for Peak. D'Angelo trying to move this out. Palmieri, Peak won't allow him. For Pasternak. Wraparound save Sorokin. The rebound goes wide. Peak's got it behind the net. To the line. Wotherspoon bats at it. Keeps it inside the line. Here is Peak down at 2:20. Zacha. Pasternak waiting. Wotherspoon. Shoots. Blocked by Holmstrom. I'd pull Swayman right now. You're already set up. Pasternak in front for Geeky. Broken up. Peak. I'd pull Swayman right now. Wotherspoon keeps it in for the moment. Get Marchand out there. You already have everybody you want out there, right? They're going to get a defensive change. Lowry comes on for Peak. Here comes Lowry. He'll dump in. Swayman will race off. Extra attacker on for the Bruins. Puck comes out. Pasternak will stay on as the extra attacker. It's Marchand, Lindholm, Coyle, Pasternak, Lowry, Wotherspoon. Here is Marchand. Shoots, kick, save Sorokin. Minute and a half left. Pasternak's going to pinch. Lee and Horvat jamming. Marchand can't keep it in, but it comes to Lowry in the neutral zone. Marchand, quick re-entry, has Lindholm to his left, spins back. Trying to tee up Geeky, couldn't. Marchand, here's a chance for Zacha, saved by Sorokin. Whoa. Minute 17 to go in regulation. The Bruins they're going to call a timeout. Shots are 37-20 Boston. Sorokin with 36 saves tonight. Chris Kelly's got the whiteboard out, which means they're not scoring, but that's okay. Unless they do, that'd be funny. Come on, Kelly, drop a good play. So it's going to be Geeky, Zacha, Pasternak, Marchand, Lowry, Wotherspoon. It's the six I want out there.
Sorokin, again, if you're just joining us, was yanked in his last appearance after allowing 5 goals and 11 shots. Keep in mind that 2 years ago, he finished second in the Vezina Trophy voting. One of the best guys in the league. Zacha in for the draw.
Zacha will take this draw. It's battled for. Islanders win it. Marchand can't keep it at the line. Lowry's got it in his own zone a minute 10. Marchand's got it. Lindholm out there for Wotherspoon. They have 5 forwards and a defenseman right now. Marchand. Final minute of regulation. Bruins are down 1. Zacha from Marchand. Pasternak shoots. Blocked. Zacha gets it down to 50 seconds. Pasternak at the line. He and Zacha will switch. Pasternak in down low in the corner. Now behind the net, here is Geeky. Lowry at the point down to 37. They got to be a little more aggressive here. Pasternak. Shoots it. Save. Rebound in front. Sorokin has it with 28.9. They got to be a little more aggressive. They can't be sitting around. They just waited 30 seconds for a weak little wrist shot from the far side. They can't sit too laid back. They got to shoot the puck a little bit more there, a little bit more pressure. You have 28.9. Why are you sitting around? Zacha against Pajot. Off the draw, Sorokin makes the save. Marchand keeps it in on the Islanders' dump-out attempt. Marchand hit the side of the cage. Lindholm down to 15. Geeky can't get a piece of it. Lowry keeps in down to 10. Lowry fires it on, blocked. Pasternak got beat. Lowry keeps it in with 5. Geeky breaks his stick. Lindholm, Pasternak, 1 second, trying to bank it in. They won't. Game over. The Bruins are on a 5-game losing streak as they tie their single longest losing streak of the season. They lose 2-1 in regulation to the Islanders tonight. And the Bruins are being rightfully booed off the ice at TD Garden tonight. Mercy.
Marchand has scored it out of the way. He's drawn away with Casey Cizikas. As the Islanders stamp their 4-game.
Was that?
The frustration continues for the Boston Bruins. 5 in a row.
Wow. That's a first. I have never heard that chant. I haven't heard that chant before at Bruins games. I've never heard that. Wow. I have not heard that chant. F.U. Sweeney chants is what I just heard at TD Garden. Whew. Oh, boy. Wow. That is the first time I've heard that one. Well, what goes around comes around. Man, I gotta tell you, that's the first time I've heard that chant. The Bruins lost every single game on this homestand. Nice job. Nice job. Nice job. Well, Bruins lose 2-1 in a game they should not have lost, but it's the Boston Bruins, so why are we surprised? 38 shots on the net. You're bound to get a goal, right? Too bad this team can't get more than one. Thank you so much. I can't believe I've had to do this in back-to-back streams. But man, the paper bag is out. What's it look like? There it is. It is back out in living color, ladies and gentlemen. Well, we are about, what? 8 days from the deadline now? Yep. Oh. It would be really helpful if this team, could score against goalies that they should be able to score on, because apparently you can score 3 against Toronto, no problem, just that, you can't score, or 4, sorry, just that you can't score more than 1 against a goalie who got yanked a couple nights ago against the Rangers. Really helpful, really helpful. It's all right. Helps the Bruins get a better draft pick, right? Oh, wait, that's right. They'll waste it. Well, that happened, Josiah. You want to say anything? Hold on. I can barely hear you. I'm so sorry. Hold on a second. I can barely hear you. No, I can't hear you through my speaker. I can hear you, like, it's low on my phone. Go ahead.
Hello?
Okay, still on my speaker, but still on my phone, but not on my speaker. My speaker says... Boston Bruins fan, thank you for the sub. 1 second. Trying to figure it out.
Yeah, I don't think this is on my end, I don't think.
No, it's not. It's my end. Go ahead.
Alright. Hello?
Nope. Why are we not connecting? Hello? It says we're connected, but we're not.
Leave and come back, maybe? I don't know.
Fuck. No, hold on. It's just my stream. It's my phone. It's my speaker, my phone. Dude. Try again.
Hello?
Fuck. I'm gonna join on my laptop. Hold on a minute. Stay here for a second though, because Discord might not open on my laptop. It doesn't like to open my laptop very often. All right. Before we're gonna put this on hold for 2 seconds. Josiah, I'll be with you shortly.
Yep.
Just stick around. So Discord just doesn't want to. So Discord just doesn't want to open right now. Thank you. Reopen, please. Please update all the way through. Thank you. Jesus. Hello? Josiah? Hello? Oh my god. My entire thing is screwing up. Can't hear you on Discord? Dude, really? Fuck. What about now? No. Why is my thing being a bitch? Hello? Fuck. Dude. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Why do you suck ass? I'm not hearing anything. Son of a... Back to this. Screw this shit. My laptop does not like me tonight.
Sounds about right.
Neither do the Bruins apparently, but...
Well, yeah. Well, as I was saying, I was hoping that our little, 20-day break from you and I talking on Discord would have some sort of effect on our results. But in fact, it continues to get worse every single night. This is probably the worst example of goalie I've ever seen. You nearly double up shots, and you still can't win. We asked for one thing, and that was more shots. You give that to us, but oh wait, you forgot. You don't just need to shoot. You need to get it through the goaltender first. I cannot. Like, actually, you know what? I'm gonna stop with the whole like baloney with like I can't believe it. This is terrible. No, that's exactly what I think is gonna happen every single time. Didn't you predict that Bruins would win only 2 games in February? I absolutely predicted that, and as of right now, I think I'm still right. Hold on. They
Yeah,
won
they
against
will
the
not
Rangers, the Wild. Oh my God, I was right. I predicted it. I am the prophet. I told you. I knew they were only going to win 2. And I think they actually won the 2 that I said they were going to. One against the Rangers and the Wild. Oh, actually, no. I said they'd lose against the Wild and win against the Ducks. But it's details. I can't stop thinking about this, man. Like, I was so happy for 2 weeks during the Four Nations face-off. I was so happy. Why can't I be happy during the NHL season anymore? Like, I haven't talked to you since then, so just one sentence on the past 2 weeks. Four Nations was awesome. The Toronto game was terrible. Anyway, moving on to tonight. I don't know how you lose after you double up and almost get 40 shots on goal. You win half the face-offs. The Islanders gave you 3 opportunities on the power play. You blew it. You're physical. You do everything. One tweet I saw was the Bruins after 2 periods. The 4th line went back to being bad. They were good for a little bit. They went back to the way they were doing. Swayman decided to stop doing Swayman things. And I will say he had a better third. That's good. Good job, Swayman, but you suck in the first 2 periods. And now, my beautiful Lord and Savior, Matthew Patra, is now injured, and he's probably going to be gone for a little bit. I'm hoping not. And now your season was already done, but now it's really done because your best prospect is now injured. Your goaltender, who was supposed to be kind of your saving grace in goaltending, which, by the way, I opened X, and the first thing that comes up is a picture of Linus Ullmark going to the Ottawa Senators Gala, and that made me really sad because that's not a thing anymore. Like, how is it going to get worse? Like, I know how it could get worse, but man, we are almost at rock bottom. I mean, this chance that you heard from the TD Garden is how every Bruins fan is feeling. I mean, you know it's bad when Sam has to pull out the paper bag multiple games in a row. Like, 2 embarrassing losses back-to-back. First, you have a 3-0 lead against the Leafs at home, and you blow that. And then you outshoot the Islanders 39-20, and you still lose. And then you can talk about the whole, hey, it's 6-on-5, and we're just going to hold the puck for 35 seconds and not do anything with it and waste the entire time away. Like, there's just so many things wrong. I was hoping for a different outcome, but it feels like we're still having the same conversation. Like, when are we going to win again? Like, actually. Like, as you said, the Bruins have not won a hockey game since the Minnesota Wild on February 4th. It is the 27th. I know, it was an all-star break. But you've had 5 games since then. And one of them was against the Ducks, which you lost at home. One of them was against the Leafs, which you have a 3-0 lead. Then you played the Islanders, who you get almost 40 shots on and you still lose. Like, do you have to outshoot your opponents 35-1 in a period to have any chance of winning a game? Because
No.
if that's the case, you're not going to win any games.
I'll tell you why they're not.
Because they suck.
Because they're the Boston Bruins. That's why. That's why they won't win a game. They're the Boston Bruins. The last time the Bruins won a game, I know I have a beard now. I had a full-blown beard. I've grown this since all the way since the last time they won a game. I shaved it the next night. It was bare-faced. Remember that? Bare-faced. Now I'm this.
You're not allowed to shave anymore, dude. When you shave, the Bruins suck.
I don't care. I got itchy. Okay? There's no beard cream in the world. Anyway.
Ew.
What? What?
I can't, dude. I can't. I don't know. I've been so... Honestly, this was the first season I've been this invested in the Bruins, watching every game, pretty much looking at every stat. And it's this. Like, I don't know. I don't know what else to say anymore. other than, when is it going to end?
I'll tell you when it ends. When's the last game of the season? Let's find out. April 16th? Isn't that their final
That's what I
game?
like. Yeah.
Here we go.
I mean,
April
you have to
5th.
blow it-
April 15th against New Jersey. That'll be that'll be when the suffering ends.
Oh God, we're gonna lose that game 6-1.
And then April 16th, we're gonna wake up to news: Don Sweeney and Cam Neely were fired, and I'm gonna have everybody in here, and I'm gonna be holding hands, doing the conga line, and singing "Humbaya." I swear, it's gonna, it's gonna be one of those. It's gonna be one of those. It's gonna be one of those situations. I'm gonna be playing "Celebrate" by Pitbull. I'm gonna be playing "Na Na 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 Hey Hey Goodbye." Any party song made after 2009, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Fuck, man. I don't even know what to do with this team other than blow it up.
No.
There's legitimately maybe 5 players that I would say hardcore keep. Other than that, I'd blow it up. Keep what? Marchand, Pasternak, Patra, Lindholm, Swayman, Geeky, Coyle. And then you can make an argument for, McAvoy.
Not Coyle.
I don't know, man.
No, I'm trading Coyle 100% of the time. Coyle could get you a first-round pick.
That's true.
Think about it.
Trade value, man.
10 of the next 14 are on the road. For fuck's sakes.
God, we're going to lose 9 of those.
The Bruins have won 1 game on the road since Christmas.
Ugh.
Christmas.
It's going to be March. It's going to be March in 2 days.
The Bruins have won 1 game on the road since Christmas, dude. Christmas was 2 months ago. How the fuck do they still have a winning record? Oh my God. 10 of the next 14 are going to be on the road. We're literally going to have the first overall pick. Well, actually, I
the new
forgot. The
San Jose
NHL is a
Sharks.
draft lottery, so tanking's not allowed, which actually, that's a good thing. But oh my God. You know what they should do? Tank, have better odds, and get Hagens and just reset completely. Fuck.
Yeah.
Actually, no. If Sweeney was still in charge, he'd draft some jabroni from Sweden. God almighty.
You know what he's going to do? He's going to pull a Gerard Mayo. We're going to be good all of a sudden at the very end of the season, shoot ourselves in the foot, and then screw ourselves up for the next 3 years. That's what's going to happen. We're going to be bad. We're going to be bad for literally the rest of the year, and then we're going to go on a 7-game winning streak to end the season, and we're not going to get a good draft pick. And we're going to have all these conversations for the next 3 fucking years. That's what's going to happen. You know what's bad? I only enjoy hockey when my team isn't playing. Do you know how bad that is? That I only enjoy hockey and the NHL when the Bruins are not involved. That is a terrible thing.
Oh my God. I almost just spit out my water. That's so funny because you're right.
I know.
Swish that
And
empty water
here's
bottle right into
another
the trash
thing.
can.
I like the Kachuk brothers now. Where is this happening? What is the reality we live in?
No. I like
No,
Brady.
I don't actually like them.
I like Brady.
No,
I don't like Matt.
Trust me, I still hate the Kachuk brothers. That was a joke. I only liked them for 2 weeks, but... dude.
I like Brady. I don't like Matt. Anyway.
I don't like either of them. They're both goons. Speaking of goons, we gotta talk about the absolute rat bastard that took out Matt Patra.
Oh, Brock Nelson?
Yeah.
Well, should have been a major. I mean, it was deliberate. He checked him gut first into a corner of the boards in the door of the bench. I mean, come on.
Dude, that can break ribs. Like,
That-
that can
that
be a
can-
serious injury.
That can kill somebody.
Yeah.
That can kill someone. Man, how is that not a major? How is that
Matt Patra's
reduced
a
to
kid.
Yeah, Patra is my age.
Yeah.
I am only a few months younger than Matt Patra. Imagine if that was poor me getting shoved gut first into the corner. of the door of the bench, I'm dead.
I'd go drive to Boston and kick Nelson's ass right there.
Oh yeah, the chat, thank you for pointing it out. The Red Sox are coming back soon. Thank God. But they have their own drama with Devers not wanting to be a good teammate and says, "Hey, I'm the third baseman. I was paid to do so." No, we brought in Bregman to be the third baseman because you can't play defense for shit. Devers is gonna be the DH. No, Devers says fuck you. Bregman says fuck you. Fuck.
Dude.
And the Celtics are getting blown out by the Pistons. Okay,
Yeah,
on the road.
to be fair.
And the Patriots will have the 4th overall pick, and they're probably gonna pick some jabroni out of like Kennesaw State or some shit. I know the Patriots are projected to pick Travis Hunter. New England sports is in shambles, bro.
Do you want to know?
What?
If the Celtics do not go back-to-back and they do not win the championship this year, we will not see another championship in the city of Boston for probably another 5-6 years. Because the Patriots are nowhere near.
I'm going to stop you right there. When the Red Sox signed Bregman, they opened up a World Series window for the length of the contract, which is a 3-year deal.
I think they're going to be good. I don't think their World Series good yet. I think they need
Not in
a
their
couple more
first year.
pieces.
Not in their first year, but maybe in their second, maybe next year or the year after. I think so.
I certainly hope you're right, but I do. The Red Sox front office is the only one I trust less than the Bruins. They're the only one I trust less is the Red Sox. I mean, honestly, if they didn't sign Bregman, this offseason would have been a total disaster for them.
It wouldn't have been a total disaster. It would have been underwhelming. It wouldn't have been a total disaster because they completely revamped their pitching staff, and it's been looking good so far to start spring training.
All right, I'll give that to you.
Okay? So they didn't. It wasn't a complete fucking disaster. And plus, they have the future coming. Marcelo Meyer hit an absolute moonshot today against Detroit. Roman Anthony, and he had an RBI triple. Roman Anthony did something good. Christian Campbell's coming. I mean, it's not, they're not completely screwed if they don't sign Bregman. Yeah, it would have been nice. But if they didn't sign him, whatever. But they did sign him, so we don't have to worry about that now. Right?
Yeah, I certainly hope you're right, man.
But, they have to avoid the Dodgers super team. Oh, my God. Then the Dodgers. Ugh.
That's what I'm worried about. That's why I'm saying they're not going to win, is just because they could be the best other than the Dodgers, and they're still not going to win. The Dodgers are just disgusting.
The Dodgers literally have everybody. They have Ohtani, Betts, Freeman. Who else do you need, man? Muncy, Gavin Lott. Well, that's not that. He don't count. Pitching staff's good. Come on. Oh my God.
Oh, they got Hernandez for a third baseman. He's good.
Oh, they got Kike Hernandez.
They have Teoscar Hernandez for a left fielder too.
Oh my Lord.
Yeah, they're stacked.
Either
way, I'm looking forward to those Red Sox streams. Those should be fun. A lot more fun than this fucking garbage.
The Dodgers are the MLB's Avengers.
The Dodgers are the Celtics of the MLB.
No.
Last year's Celtics.
Maybe.
Last year's Celtics was dominant, man.
Yeah.
This year, dominant, but a little less. They did lose to the freaking Pistons yesterday. But to be fair, Pistons are a lot better than they have been in a very long time.
Yeah, it's the Pistons. I can't get over the fact that they're the 6th seed in the Eastern Conference.
Yeah.
And the Patriots don't even get me started on that shit show. Just draft an offensive lineman or Travis Hunter in the first round and all will be fine.
Yeah, offensive lineman and 1 or 2 defensive guys, and do not let May get hurt, and you might have a winning record. And I mean, I've looked at the opponents that they have next season, and it's very winnable.
Their home games are winnable. I'd say I'd say 6 out of 8 home games are very winnable if they spend money. Which by the way, free agency opens up in the NFL, like 2 weeks. It's like less than 2 weeks from now. Like March 12th, I think, is when it opens up.
Something like that.
Anyway, or like the 10th is when the legal tampering starts, and then the 12th is when everybody officially puts pen to paper. So.
I mean, here, do a thumbs up or a thumbs down for a win or a loss for this. I mean, these are home games. Bills, Browns,
Hold on.
Dolphins.
Okay, hold on a minute. Bills, no. Browns, yes.
Dolphins,
Yes.
Falcons,
Yes.
Giants,
Yes.
Jets,
Yes.
Panthers,
Yes.
Steelers,
No.
Raiders.
Yes.
Those are home games. Away games are Bengals,
No.
Bills,
No.
Bucks,
No.
Dolphins,
50-50.
Jets,
Yes.
Saints,
Hell yes.
Ravens,
No.
Titans.
Yes.
That's a winnable season. That's like a 10-8 or a 9-9 record.
That's like 10-7.
Yeah, that's a winning record.
I mean, they're winnable. Do I think they're going to win all those games that I just said they will? No.
No.
It's winnable. I just answered if it's winnable.
Yeah, winnable. Yes. Are they gonna win?
Who knows? It's a
Who knows?
crapshoot.
Panthers beat Oilers. That's unfortunate.
Are we surprised?
No, but
Was
it's
it
unfortunate.
4-3? Yeah, I wrote
Yeah,
that final.
4-3. I was really hoping the Oilers could pull it out, but nope. And then Habs beat Sharks in OT.
Pittsburgh is leading Philadelphia. They just won 5-4 in overtime over Philly.
Wow, they pulled their goalie when it was 3-0 Philly. So
comeback of a lifetime. Who the hell's in their goalie? Blomqvist?
God, what was his name?
Joel Blomqvist, I think was was their goalie's name.
Yeah, that was the first one. He got pulled. He was pissed. He was smashing things and all that.
Nedeljkovic was pulled, and then they brought in Blomqvist, and apparently it worked.
Yeah. Oh. Dude, man. These chats are fun, but it'd be a lot more fun if we were, not just talking about the Bruins sucking.
Yeah.
But eventually we'll chat when they win, but I don't know when that'll be, but
yeah.
I mean, this was like a double, triple L. I mean, you got goalied, you lost to the Islanders, and you got Poitras hurt. Like, ow, ow, ow.
Yeah.
Well, Penguins next, so we'll see how that goes.
I don't even want to know. I don't even want to know.
In Pittsburgh, Saturday game, afternoon matinee. Ugh.
They don't win on the road. That's the problem. They just don't win on the road. Like, I will check the Bruins schedule, and I'll tell you the last time they won a game on the road. I will tell you right now. Okay? Lost. January 11th.
Yikes.
That is their only win on the road since Christmas.
And that was the lucky bounce with a second and a half left in overtime.
Mm-hmm.
And that would have been a loss if it went to a shootout. Bobrovsky and the Panthers had all the momentum.
Sure did.
Yep, so that would have been a loss. So if that if that finished the way it should have finished, the Bruins would have not won a road game since December 17th as an overtime win in Calgary. Holy crap.
Oh. Well.
Oh, man. Oh, man, it's going to be ugly.
Ugly.
Can we, have another Four Nations face-off so I can be happy for another 2 weeks?
Can we skip to April 15th, please?
Oh, yeah, can we just go to the Stanley Cup playoffs so I can stop watching this team to get my mental health back, please? I mean, wait, when did the Red Sox start their regular season? Around the same time, right?
It's, first week. It's probably late March, early April, something like that.
March 27th is the first regular season game.
Who are they playing?
The Texas Rangers in Texas.
I know our home opener is against the Cardinals.
April 4th.
I know
yeah,
that.
we play 7 games in the regular season before we even play a home game.
Okay, Rangers for 3 or 4?
Rangers for 4.
Who do we play after?
And then, so Rangers for 4, and then we play the Orioles for 3.
Interesting.
And then, yeah, open with the Cardinals. And then go right back on the road versus Toronto. Cool. Yay.
Mm.
On a happy note, though, we get to play the White Sox early in the season, so that should be pretty fun.
Yeah. Kyle's going one of the games over that weekend. Last time, because he's a White Sox fan, last time I went to, the last time I went to a Red Sox game was with him. We went to a White Sox game in September, and they lost 7-2. They blew it in the 9th inning. Big time. Ooh.
The Red Sox or the White Sox?
The White Sox beat the Red Sox.
Ooh.
Yep.
Yeah, no, I know. That's no fun.
So, all right. I'm gonna wrap up here because I've been live since 6:55. So I've been live for over 3 hours, and I'm gonna go get food and try to just relax.
Yeah, it's hard to do.
Yeah. All right. Have a good night.
All right, take care, man.
Bye-bye. Just gonna X out of Discord. All right, everybody. That's gonna do it for me. Bruins lose 2-1 to the Islanders tonight at TD Garden. Their 5th straight loss. We'll be back at it Saturday for Bruins and Penguins, 3 p.m. And hopefully a move is made. The Bruins have put Wahlstrom on waivers this afternoon. I will let you know what happens with that, but for now, have a good rest of your night. If you like the stream, hit the like button and subscribe, and hit the bell. Get notified every single time I go live or upload here on the channel. Follow me on social media, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, all down below in the description. And with that being said, have a great rest of your night. Bruins lose 2-1 at home, and they're not going to win on the road forever. See you guys next time. Bye! I didn't do the salute.